Round 1, fight!
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tournament Fights. We're a little late tonight because your host, the movie hero, is in his busiest month of the year. So they literally threw 3 projects on top of one I already had. So we're doing our best, but we got an awesome episode. I'm excited to talk about some of these movies that'll be the favorite movies of Richie Nemo Goodacre. It'll be his top 128 part 2. So we already did a part 1. So we got half of what's going to be appearing in the championship, and then whatever mix of Sweet 16 tonight will be in that championship episode coming up here, probably about a month away from that. So yeah, it'll be fun. So we'll just go ahead. Oh, and also you can take bets because I wanted to wear something for Christmas. I got my holy shnikes, Chris Farley Christmas sweater, but you can take bets on how I'm going to keep this thing on because I'm freaking hot. Like I'll be taking it off soon. So, but I'll introduce my co-host for tonight. We got Austin Pez. How's it going?
I'm tired, I'm cranky, and I'm voting accordingly. Prepare yourselves.
All right. That's all right. Well, that'll be like watching Wolfman and Ross's stream last night. They got their third guy, Nolan, who like hates on everything. It's kind of like really, bro?
I'm going to hate every movie that comes up tonight. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Even the ones I actually like.
But we'll introduce the man in the hot seat, the man of the night tonight.
Sexy Richie. You call me Sexy Richie stuff. Yeah, of all the things you can hate on, you're gonna hate on my list, man. I get you. This should be fun. I think there's a couple of things that haven't been up in tournament fights before. So yeah, looking forward to talking about it.
Hate on a handicapped person. I see how it is, Austin.
Just his movies.
Just some movies that are actually pretty good, but anyway, whatever.
Yeah. But also have joining us the Wolfman, Mr. Michael Wolfman.
I'm also wearing a Christmas shirt. You'll shoot your eye out. Says on the shirt.
Nice.
Really
Classic.
Well, but yeah, and just for you, Richie, since this is your Tom 128. Hey, Richie, you're so fine. You should find you on mine. Hey, Richie. Hey, Richie. There you go. So,
there you go. Nice. Yeah. But we have one of your co-hosts and cohorts here. We got Ross Bristow. How's it going, Ross?
And Ross muted himself. Of course he did.
Sorry, hey guys, sorry. I do not have like any Christmas shirts yet, but I will be getting some. And then this shirt actually brings me good luck because the next person that you guys are going to be introducing, I actually did a trivia and then I won. So maybe this.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Cool. So we have last but certainly not least, Mr. Jordan Owen, JPO.
Hello, I also do not have a Christmas shirt, but I am indeed oh ho ho ho.
Y'all are such Scrooges. This is like killing me.
You got the Christmas joke.
Yeah. I'm wearing Christmas boxes, but I don't think I'm gonna see them. Anyway.
I have to ask Richie, when does the Christmas season start for you? Because here in the United States, we got Thanksgiving at the end of November. We can't officially start the Christmas season until after that. So,
I guess December. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
In America,
so not too different than us then. About the same, yeah.
We legally in America, we're not supposed to celebrate till after Thanksgiving.
Has yelled at them. We're going on a tangent now.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah, like our friend Andrew, the week before Halloween, he puts his 4 Christmas trees up, and then we will have him on here. We're gonna get him on here. Yeah, doesn't he, Mike? Remember?
Yeah. Well, we'll get all those pleasantries out of the way, and we'll get started. So, Austin, you want to break it down how it's gonna work?
Yeah, Richie's movies are in the tournament. Let's go.
All right.
One or the other.
Vote for your favorite one. If you haven't seen one, vote for whatever you want to vote for. Poster, whatever.
Yeah.
We have some festive Christmas people, and then right in the top middle we have Scrooge right there.
Man.
What's wrong with just voting?
You're
Yeah.
one, Mr. Grinch.
I have to adjust the bracket because it's revealing some stuff for a second, so we don't have any immediate spoilers, you know. So, all right, there we go. Let's bring it up here. All right, cool. So yeah, if you're watching, you know how it works. You just vote round by round. It's as simple as that. You can vote for any reason. You have to vote no matter what. And the person at the bottom of the ladder goes first. That's pretty much the simplest way to explain it. So, and then the Sweet 16 will be in the championship. So, but we'll go ahead. Let's see. Hold up 1 second here. I'm gonna adjust a little 2-second adjustment on mine so I can see it displayed correctly. There we go. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Moto surf! Moto surf! Moto surf!
Yeah.
The hell was
I've been
that?
trying to I've been trying to slowly incorporate some like clips and sound bites. It's a slow process. I don't have many clips pulled yet, so there's just like 1 or 2 for now. But over time, I'm gonna start like having them all over the place. So just for fun. So that's kind of the like kickoff. So now we got our first matchup here. We got Dumb and Dumber going up against Best of the Best. So, and it'll be JPO up first.
No, that's not Dumb and Dumber, by the way. That's
Sorry. I don't know why I said that because it said dumb there. Right,
That's a
right
dumb,
there.
yeah.
Billy Madison. Sorry. I like read it and then like thought Billy Madison and it came out that. Yeah, Billy Madison.
Easy first round for me. I was deciding which movie that I hadn't seen to watch for the first time, and I was like, "What a weird cast!" Best of the Best has starring Eric Roberts and James Earl Jones. So that kind of scared me because Eric Roberts was the lead, so I didn't watch that one. And I love Billy Madison, so Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Well, Ross?
Billy Madison, only because I haven't seen Best of the Best, but like Campy always talks about the ending and then like how emotional it is. But I will check out Best of the Best soon.
Yeah.
But like it feels like a Karate Kid ripoff. But yeah, Billy Madison, I love Billy Madison.
Yeah. Well,
so I have not seen Best of the Best. I'm sure it's the best of the best though. Yeah. But while there's a new name for dumb, it is not dumb, and that is Billy Madison. I love Billy Madison. It's really fun, so I'll give it to Billy Madison.
I mean, it's pretty dumb, but it's just great.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
but it's a good dumb. It's not like an annoying dumb.
Yeah, it's a fun dumb. We'll say that, but very entertaining. But Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, Best of the Best is I guess something I came to sort of semi recently. It's very stupid, but I enjoyed it, and Eric Roberts is really good at it, and James Earl Jones is really good at it. And I don't know if it's a Karate Kid ripoff. Maybe a little bit, but it's I don't know. I think it has a lot of heart to it, but I will go Billy Madison here because it's the one I've been with more often. It's the one that stayed with me, and it's endlessly quotable. So I'll go Billy Madison.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Austin?
Well, it's not the Karate Kid. Eric Roberts was like 40 years old when he made this movie. The only time Eric Roberts ever comes up on tournament fights and moves on is when he's in Dark Knight. He doesn't get enough love, so Best of the Best.
What's up, Rebecca? We're tuning in. She's going for Billy Madison, and that's exactly where I'm going, Billy Madison, because that movie's endlessly quotable. Like, I still laugh just as hard. Today is the first time I saw it, and I've never seen Best of the Best, but it's on my list, but it's just not high on my list of like movies I haven't seen and need to watch. So it'll be Billy Madison.
All right.
So Billy Madison, it is. Yeah. Let's see. We got Office Space. Haven't seen some of these alternate posters that Malcolm pulled, but he helped make them, which is pretty cool. Up against Inglourious Basterds. So, Ross, you're up first.
What I gotta think about this. It's because I love Office Space, but I also love Inglourious Basterds. But though, like I've watched Office Space more, so I'm gonna go with now like Office Space. And I remember one time, like I used to have this like Office Space shirt that the school actually made me like turn inside out because it was the one that says let's give me her like O face, So yeah, Office
Oh.
Space.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
You know me, I'm the Tarantino guy, and when he says this just might be my masterpiece, you know what? This might just be Tarantino's masterpiece. Like, it is honestly just phenomenal. And Office Space, it's really, really fun. It's definitely one of my favorite comedies, but it does not hold a candle to the brilliance that is Inglourious Basterds. So Inglourious Basterds for me.
Yeah. Well, Richie, what do you think?
Well, yeah, Office Space is really fun. I love Mike Judge. I like most everything he does. Great commentary on the 9 to 5 sort of monotony of work schedule. I will say that maybe like this is one of the ones where the original poster is better than that alternate poster. I love the original poster, but anyway, Ron Livingston's really good. I like it's got great credible lines, but Inglourious Basterds is one of my favorite Tarantino movies, so. I have to go there. So, Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah, doesn't the original poster just have Milton sitting there with his stapler or something like that? I think it's that. That's what it is. But Austin, what do you think?
I want to see Inglourious Basterds with a Ghetto Boys soundtrack. But having said that, only one of these actually has a Ghetto Boys soundtrack, and that's Office Space.
Yeah, you should make that, or somebody should. Yeah,
but talking about posters for Office Space, Deadpool had his own Office Space poster that one time when they did the Deadpool slipcovers. Like,
oh yeah,
like those other movies, like older movies. It was really fun.
Yeah. I think I also got to go Office Space. Like I'm up there with the Ghetto Boys. I mean, as far as how much I like their music and also Office Space is just one that I grew up watching. Like I watched this thing over and over again. And Inglourious Basterds I've seen multiple times, but I just go back to Office Space because it's just so relatable to me. Like Gary Cole, he has such a punchable face. Just want to like punch that guy in the face. So yeah, it'll be Office Space for me. But JPO.
It's a good round. I've got some love for Office Space, but I'm going to go Inglourious Basterds. I think it's my second favorite Tarantino, and I kind of love every Tarantino. So between that opening scene and the rest of the movie, I'm going to go Inglourious Basterds.
All right, so are we tied or is it
tied at JPO?
Okay.
Yeah, if you could come in Saturday Inglourious Basterds, that'd be great.
All right.
Yes.
Inglourious Basterds. Moving on.
How can you deny the jump to conclusions board?
How can you deny Christopher Waltz's first scene? Sold.
Yeah. How could you? How could
chasing
you
Amy?
being scared of no. Okay.
Nice post.
Yeah, chasing Amy.
Oh, this one hurts me.
Yeah. Ooh. So this one it'll be with Wolfman first. So.
Wait, what's the first one there?
Chasing Amy.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh,
Chasing Amy.
Okay. Yeah. So Chasing Amy is that's a fun one. But Stranger Than Fiction is like one of the most under talked about movies like ever. Like that film is amazing. I love Stranger Than Fiction, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, it's hard because like Stranger Than Fiction is I'm not talking about enough. It's underrated. It's really good. It's one of Will Ferrell's better performances, in my opinion. But Chasing Amy, I think is a really good Kevin Smith film. It's got a lot of heart to it. I think I do actually, I just think it holds up a little bit. I'll go Chasing Amy.
Yeah. So Chasing Amy for me.
Stranger Than Fiction, just for that.
Okay. Well, I wasn't even gonna tell you which one I was voting for. I'm just gonna talk. Just starting to talk because was that what you were going for? Stranger Than Fiction?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. Yeah. So I was gonna say is Chasing Amy is probably in my top 3 Kevin Smith movies. This movie I was a little late to, like, because it just on paper doesn't seem like maybe something I'd be that into. But then I watched it, and it was a great movie, a lot of fun. You got that speech by Silent Bob near the end that's always brought up. And yeah, it's a great rom-com. And then you have Stranger Than Fiction, which is like probably just out of my head top 3 Will Ferrell. It might be top 4 or 5, but it's close though. So I mean, I think Chasing Amy ranks a little higher. I'll go Chasing Amy. So, JPO.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest ones I feel I've ever done because I love both these movies here.
Yeah.
I don't think Fiction gets enough love. I know it was on mine as well. I'm gonna go. I'm a big Kevin Smith guy, and this is top tier Kevin Smith now for me. I'm gonna go Chasing Amy.
Yeah. Well, Ross.
This is actually my favorite Kevin Smith movie of all time, is because like it does drama well, it does comedy well, it does like raunchy jokes, it does like political jokes well. Stranger Than Fiction I do love, especially the part with the flowers, like when like on their date he brings her flowers, because like she's a baker. But yes, Chasing Amy I think is actually Kevin Smith's best movie, and then like it cracks me up, and then it makes me cry at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and the tracing joke never gets old.
Yeah. So I guess it'll be Chasing Amy in this.
Chasing Amy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we got the 40-Year-Old Virgin going up against Inside Llewyn Davis, which doesn't show up too much. I mean, maybe once.
Love that.
But
that's how Steve Carell lost virginity. He was inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah. Right. Well, you're up first, Richie. So what do you got?
I mean, I love Inside Llewyn Davis. I think it's a great Coen Brothers film here. It's and I just really dig this dude's story. I think Oscar Isaac is one of the better actors working today. I do have to go 40-Year-Old Virgin though. It's still one of my favorite comedies. It holds up. It's really good, endlessly quotable. So I'll go 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. Austin.
I haven't seen Inside Llewyn Davis. I'll get around to it someday. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. Yeah. I also haven't seen Inside Llewyn Davis, and I feel like for the 40-Year-Old Virgin, we kind of talk about it ad nauseum, which I don't even know exactly what ad nauseum means, but it means like you talk about so much it makes you nauseous, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it means.
but I mean, so not really too much more you can say about it. Like, it's just funny, like from beginning to end. I love some of the characters, Jane Lynch, I always mention. So yeah, I'll go 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Ad nauseum, adverb, referring to something that has been done or repeated so often that it becomes annoying or tiresome. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, speaking of ad nauseum, I'll be the third in a row to say I haven't seen Inside Llewyn Davis, and I don't know why. Coen's Oscar Isaac, I feel like this is something I would have seen right away. I feel like it came out at the wrong time for me. 40-Year-Old Virgin, there's a reason I think we talk about it a lot. It's freaking awesome. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. Well, Ross?
40-Year-Old Virgin is actually amazing. Like I love Llewyn Davis, but like my dad does not like anything, and then like he likes this movie, and then the joke that makes you crack up the most, and people do not talk about it is like when she goes like, "I thought you were gonna kill me inside your apartment," and then he goes, "Oh, you're so funny," and she goes, "I wasn't joking." Yes,
Yeah.
I think it's one of Kevin Hart's first movies ever. So yes, I love the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, it's pretty classic. So, Wolfman, what do you think?
Man, so I will say that Inside Llewyn Davis is amazing. Those who haven't seen it, y'all need to watch that movie because that was phenomenal. And I will say that Coen Brothers are one of my favorite filmmakers. I will say that this is not my favorite Coen Brothers, but it might be the best Coen Brothers film. Like, it is incredible. Like, I think this film is great. And we're also dealing with both bests here because 40-Year-Old Virgin is also Judd Apatow's best film. So it's hard, but you know what? I'll be the lone wolf here, and I will vote for Inside Llewyn Davis. I think that film is just masterful in so many ways. So,
Yeah. Well, it's probably just a case of none of us have seen Inside Llewyn Davis, so it'll be 40-Year-Old Virgin. So, but we have I, Tonya. Nice poster there, and then Last Action Hero.
Oh,
So. Yeah, not easy, but Austin.
It's pretty close, but I, Tonya doesn't get enough love, so I'll go I, Tonya, because Paul Walter Hauser. It's easy to do an impression of him in that movie. You just act like you're eating constantly and you're out of breath.
And act like you're tired, which is probably
Last
hard for you to
Action
do.
Hero is a pretty good movie, but I'm gonna go I, Tonya.
And act like you're tired.
Ross
When hard to do now,
yeah.
when you're tired.
yeah. Oh, yes, I do. And plus, like, I am always 2 steps ahead, and he holds up 3 fingers. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that I, Tonya doesn't get enough love either. I mean, especially even the other cast. Allison Janney's great as playing Tonya Harding's mother in it, and then Sebastian Stan's one of the goon guys too, kind of in it. So yeah, like it's a great movie. So is Last Action Hero, but I got to go I, Tonya here. I do think I like it a little more. So, JPO.
Yeah, it's another majorly tough one for me. Last Action Hero, which I think didn't get enough love at the time, and is only more recently being kind of loved, maybe slightly ahead of its time in a weird way. But as much as the 10-year-old me would be pissed off to hear this, the 30-year-old me is voting for I, Tonya. It's slightly a bit of a tighter film here, and you guys already mentioned Hauser's breakout performance and all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's like me. The teenage me would vote differently. Yeah, but Ross, what do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna be the lone thing here. You know, like I do love I, Tonya, and then like I've always loved Last Action Hero, but every single time I watch Last Action Hero, it gets better because of how smart it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that line, the like it's a movie, and then like Arnold goes now like prove to me. He says, "I bet you didn't know I'm going to say this. I'll be back." And the kid goes, "Yes, I did. That's what you always say." But yeah, I love Last Action Hero. But the like I, Tonya though was great. But I'm gonna go with Last Action Hero because like I, Tonya I haven't watched as much. You know, the Last Action Hero I could throw on at any time and be, you know, I do be the right mood for I, Tonya for me. But I do love I, Tonya.
Yeah. Sounds good. Wolf.
Well, I watched I, Tanya multiple times because I own it on Blu-ray, and it's just so much fun. I can just pop it on and just enjoy it. And Last Action Hero is really fun too, but it doesn't hold a candle to I, Tonya for me. I think that this film is awesome, and I know that Frances McDormand was great, but Margot Robbie should have won the Oscar that year for the courtroom scene alone. That scene was just incredible, and also it should have been nominated for Best Picture over The Post. I'm just saying that. So it's it was.
What did McDormand win for?
She won for 3 Billboards.
Yeah,
which was a great performance. Don't get me wrong, but
I think she deserves it.
But Margot Robbie was just incredible in I, Tonya. There was something there that I don't know. I just really dug her performance in that. So, but yeah, we'll be talking about this again on the 2017 bracket. But
yep.
But this is definitely a great one. So my vote is for I, Tonya.
Yeah. Well, Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I think I, Tonya is one of the best biopics to come out in the last 10 years. I think it's a fantastic movie. I think Allison Janney's performance is just amazing. I'm glad she got the nod. Last Action Hero was ahead of its time, being very meta, and it took a couple of watches to realize how much I appreciated it. Yeah, because it wasn't appreciated on release. It's really fun. But yeah, I'll go I, Tonya. I think it's a time movie.
Yeah. So it's gonna be it.
I, Tonya.
Be I, Tonya.
Remember on the sports bracket, guys?
Yeah.
Like when Chris was bashing I, Tonya without even seeing it, to call us to say it's amazing.
He does that a lot. Yeah. But we got Guardians of the Galaxy up against Super Troopers. All right.
It's a weird matchup video.
Yeah, Jordan. It's me first. Yeah, this is kind of like 2 kind of ragtag kind of groups. I mean, they're just these trooper guys that are all like having crazy shenanigans, but kind of so are the Guardians, you know. And Super Troopers makes me laugh pretty hard, but I think Guardians even more so. Like who would have thought that this movie like there's a talking tree that only says the same line over and over, and then a talking raccoon and all these like aliens and like but I didn't think it would be that great. And now we got a Christmas special and a third movie on the way. So yeah, I think I got to go with Guardians of the Galaxy. So JPO.
Yeah, Super Troopers is a fun one here. Probably the best Broken Lizard flick out there. But yeah, I definitely got to go Guardians of the Galaxy. I think kind of like you even said, I probably even have more fun with it. On just a pure fun level. On top of the action scenes and everything here. So I'm gonna vote for Guardians of the Galaxy right now.
Yeah, but these movies might show up. I think in a few months we're gonna do movies with ensemble cast. So it'll be like a ragtag group of either kids or people that are just running around together. So both of these could potentially make the cut. We'll see. But Ross, what do you think?
Okay, Super Troopers is a fun movie. I never really got it. I might actually prefer the sequel, but Guardians of the Galaxy is actually a better movie put together, and not just because of budget. It's more emotional. Like the scene, where they're all, like crying as they're all holding each other's hands, and then like Nathan Fillion's cameo is hilarious in it.
Yeah,
But yeah, still I gotta go
We are-
Guardians, which is a top 5 MCU movie for me. And look at Michael's homemade Star-Lord helmet.
Oh, nice. Right on. Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
You better vote for Super Troopers.
Yeah, I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. But as you can see, I'm a big fan of Guardians. They're my favorite group in the MCU. This is one of my top 5 MCU movies ever. I think it's just really, really well done. The trailer was amazing. Shameless plug. You guys can go check out last night's episode of Hall of Heroes. We reviewed the holiday special and the trailer, so that was really fun. But yeah, Super Troopers, I haven't seen in such a long time. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I watch every year. I think this movie is fantastic. So, it's going to be emotional. It's going to be emotional to say goodbye to these characters. But Guardians of the Galaxy, for me, I would say.
If anyone wants to find me online for doing any gaming, just look up Star-Lord 21. That's my gaming thing that crossed everything. I'm on Star-Lord. So yeah, but Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, Super Troopers is fun. I enjoy the ensemble here. I enjoy the one-liners you want to upgrade for $5? Do you want to punch in the face for free? That's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Yeah, no, it's one of the better Broken Lizard movies. I disagree. Super Troopers 2 sucks. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go Guardians here, just because it's spoiler. I don't have a lot of Marvel films. It's just like I like Marvel, not like over the top with it though. So, but Guardians hit for me. So, yeah, I think everything about it works. So I'll go Guardians.
Well, for a fun series that has some of the cast in it, check out Tacoma FD. That's pretty good too. So
it is okay.
Yeah, but Austin.
I also think Super Troopers 2 is better than Super Troopers 1.
Yeah.
But I also think Beer Fest is far superior to both of them. Because if Beer Fest was on here, it'd be much harder. But I'll go Guardians.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
The doppelganger stuff though makes me crack up in Super Troopers 2. Like when they go to Canada and they're both like the doppelgangers of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But it'll be Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. I was watching Harlan Williams' podcast, and he had a choice between doing Dumb and Dumber or Beer Fest. So he chose Dumb and Dumber. So that was kind of interesting.
Isn't Ralph Macchio in Beer Fest, right?
It might be
Dumb and Dumber and Beer Fest.
So.
That's
10
not
years
adding
apart.
up.
Yeah, that's 10 years
Yeah,
apart.
what?
Are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, it's because he was presented with the script, and they said, and then Beer Fest didn't even happen till way down the road. But the script came out at the same time as Dumb and Dumber, so he read them both, and he's like, I'll go with Dumb and Dumber. So that, but we said they both sounded along the same lines.
Yeah. Isn't he in it, right? Austin, Beer Fest, or I'm thinking about Beer League, Ralph Macchio.
That's Beer League
is Ralph Macchio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Along with my good friend Brett Ernst. That's besides the point.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet! Is that Mortal
We got,
Kombat
we got
Annihilation?
Austin Powers.
Dope.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. I think that's just the original.
No, it's the new
It's a
one.
2020.
I think.
It's the 2021 version, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2021.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and then Gold Member. So yeah. So I think we're back to JPO.
So the Mortal Kombat 2021 movie is on your 128?
Yeah, man, I love this movie a lot.
Are you?
I'm
Is this a joke like Jurassic World Dominion on Jordan's?
No, it's definitely not like that. It's not the same.
No,
movie,
because this
you know.
movie's better.
All right.
This movie,
I'm
this
not
movie-
gonna lie. I almost put the menu on here. Anyway.
Oh, that would have been amazing. The menu. I love the menu.
You should have.
This one's actually kind of hard because I feel like I like both. Don't love either, but I like both enough to where they're pretty much on the same par. I did enjoy the new Mortal Kombat. I thought Kano was great. It gave you the blood. That's what I wanted. The fight between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Goldmember does still have some good laughs. I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards Goldmember. I'm gonna go Austin Powers 3.
Yeah. Well, Ross, if you're still there.
I'm still here. Okay. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Austin Powers only
Yeah.
because I saw it 3 times in theaters. I did like the new Mortal Kombat, and the guy from Power Rangers was actually really good as the main character. But still, I still love Goldmember though. It's not the funniest Austin Powers to me, but it is still really good.
Yeah, sounds good. Wolfman, what do you think?
Yeah, so Mortal Kombat was fun, especially for fans. Like, you got some fun Easter egg stuff in there. But you know what? As a spite vote for it not being the 90s one, because the 90s one is still the best Mortal Kombat movie. Change my mind.
Hey, it might be on here for sure.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Just
Actually, I think it was on part 1.
just in case it's not, I'm going to give it to Goldmember. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Richie, I'm all over the place. Yeah. Richie.
Yeah,
sorry.
it is weird. Mortal Kombat from 2021 is on my list, but like it's everything I wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie. It's nonsensical. It's fucking corny as hell. And Josh Lawson kills it as Kano, but it's the dumb movie I wanted. And yeah, that's why it makes my list. I watched it so many times. It's so stupid, and maybe the weaker part is the new character, but he doesn't take away from it that much. And Goldmember, for a third movie, I actually think it's probably a really good Austin Powers movie. It's I think it's the second best of the series. I like I like the addition of Michael Caine and everything about it. So this is hard for me, but I'll go Mortal Kombat. Why not?
Yeah. No, Austin, what do you think?
I'll go with the movie with a better opening credit sequence, and that's Goldmember with Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mortal Kombat has a pretty badass opening scene, with Hiroyuki Sanada just like doing his thing. But yeah, this is kind of tough for me because I like Goldmember for like all the characters that are in the other movies, but anything that they add to make it Goldmember, like Beyonce, or they add the Goldmember guy that's like peeling gold flakes off his skin, or like whatever, or like Michael Caine, like because none of it really works for me, like any of the new stuff. But the stuff that does work, is the stuff that was in all the other movies already. That's the stuff that works. And then Mortal Kombat, I did wish they had a tournament, like that would have made it even better. Some hope in the sequel maybe might do that, because they got to have a sequel to bring in Johnny Cage. But I think that I probably like Mortal Kombat just a little bit better because I like the other two Austin Powers leaps and bounds better than Goldmember. So I'll vote Mortal Kombat. So
and while the opening credits of Goldmember with Tom Cruise are awesome, they still don't hold a credit to the end credits of Tropic Thunder with Tom Cruise. All right.
Do you know what else you know why? Plus, like Goldmember has a top 5 diss track of all time.
That's Goldmember, bro. Oh yeah.
You know which one?
Yeah.
Daddy wasn't there.
Oh
yeah.
That's the top 5 diss track of all time.
Right, for the votes.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Yeah. Well, we got Empire Strikes Back up against The Gift. So
this is academic or whatever.
Do we even need to like vote on this one, or is someone actually going to vote for the Gift?
I
mean,
mean, I'll
Richie might.
expand on my love for the gift, but whatever. I know where it's going.
we could talk about it, but I think it's Ross first. So
Yeah, the gift is amazing, but it's not Empire. Like Jeremy Johns actually summed up my feelings on the movie perfectly. People say that now, like, it is one of the best Star Wars movies ever. I disagree. It is one of the best movies ever made. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
Empire, done. Don't even need to continue.
Yeah.
Empire.
Yeah. I wish this was
Richard?
going up against something else. Yeah, I love the gift. I love Jolington as a filmmaker and as an actor. I think he does a really good job here. It's just like it does a really good job at not really showing which side it's on. Kind of thing. It's, you don't like Jason Bateman, but you also Jolington's character is not really likable either. So it's just it's sort of it lets you sort of choose where you go. And I think it's really creepy. It builds up suspense really well. But yeah, it's kind of against Empire, so that's kind of it's hard to argue. So yeah, and Empire is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I got to go Empire. But goddamn it.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little academic. I saw The Gift once. I've seen The Empire Strikes Back about 800 times. So yeah, Empire.
Yeah. I mean, the gift for me has two of my favorite actors working today. I mean, Joel Edgerton and Jason Bateman. They're both great, but and like even like Jason Bateman, I'll watch him in almost anything. Like he has the new Netflix special, like the Murderville Christmas. It's got Maya Rudolph and stuff in it. It looks intriguing. Like I don't know, we'll see. But it's no Empire. Yeah, like Empire's great. It's not even my favorite Star Wars movie, but it's still like really, really awesome, and yeah, it deserves to move on. So, The Empire Strikes Back. JPO.
Sorry.
Nothing new to add here. Again, if you haven't seen The Gift, check it out. It's freaking awesome. I wish it did have a different round one opponent, but unfortunately, it's facing a juggernaut. So Empire Strikes Back does get my vote.
Yeah. All right. Well,
and The Gift is technically one of the most successful films of all time, too, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Because it made $60 million and it cost $2. It cost $2 million.
Cost $2. Jeez. Well, we got funny people on here against what is that? Chopper? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've heard of it. So maybe you can enlighten us, Richie, when it gets to you. But we'll start with Wolfman.
Never seen Chopper, but I like chopping things, so there's definitely that. But I do enjoy funny people. As several funny people, I consider myself a funny people, and so I guess I will go with funny people. There you go.
Yeah. Well, Richie.
Yeah, Chopper is a biopic about a infamous criminal here that used to be around here called Mark Chopper Reed. It's a great biopic, and sort of it was Eric Bana's sort of breakout. I think it got him international attention. It's very, very intense. Chopper became a sort of pop culture icon, I guess, for better or worse. He's not, and he even wrote, he's a criminal who, did a lot of shady things. Even got his ears chopped off, and he's written children's books. So it's crazy, but the way he's become this sort of this kind of assumed the status of pop culture icon here when he's not wasn't a great person, but it's a really good movie, really intimidating, really intense sort of movie, and Eric Bana becomes Chopper. He is Chopper. I think Chopper Reed once said that if he entered a Chopper Reed lookalike contest, he would lose to Eric Bana. And funny people, I know you guys' opinion. Funny people, I actually like it. I think I like the world of stand up. I like how it's sort of lampooning Adam Sandler's career, and it's sort of two different movies about a guy getting diagnosed with cancer versus a guy overcoming sort of cancer and sort of becoming addicted because of it. And I think it's really good. I think it's one of Seth Rogen's better performances, and also Adam Sandler. So It's tough, but I'll give because of his fan. I'll give some off the Chopper.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you?
Two Eric Bana movies. I'll go with the one that's not 2.5 hours. Make shorter movies, Judd Apatow. I'll vote for Chopper.
Yeah, and on my book, I just added a U and an N to the beginning because it's unfunny people. This movie, like I can't stand this movie. Like it's a movie that I watched for about 30 minutes, then I turned it off. Like I wasn't laughing at all. I thought that it was boring. I kind of hate this movie. Like especially because of the sheer like comedic talent that's in it. Like you think it'd be better, but it wasn't for me. So because of that, I've never seen Chopper, but it sounds cool, so I'll vote for Chopper. So JPO.
Apatow, if it's good quality, make it as long as you want. No, yeah, I can agree. Maybe it's a little too long, but no, I actually really like Funny People here. It's definitely not his most outrageously funny movie because it's dealing with something a little bit deeper than that, and it does get a little. What's the other one? This is 40, where towards the end there's a lot of bickering going on, but I still think it's a worthy enough film here. Good performance by Sandler, and also never heard of Chopper. So Funny People.
Yeah. Well, Ross, what do you think?
Never seen Chopper, always wanted to, but actually, Funny People is my favorite Judd Apatow movie. It's because like, and then like it might be my favorite, like semi adaptation of The Great Gatsby. Like, and then like I prefer the drama parts of this, but but still, I love Funny People. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember I liked it a lot more than most people do. So yeah, and then the length, yeah, it does get a little slow, but the slowness sometimes is the point, I think.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman just dropped out. Let me see if he's in the.
Well, he already voted.
Oh yeah, he already voted. All right.
And it's a tie to Ross.
So yeah, Funny People, because I haven't seen Chopper yet, but I have heard of it.
Well, it's closer than you might think, Richie, but it didn't quite make it.
I thought I was about to win. Damn.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. But we got the Rover up against True Lies. So, and then
Richie.
And then who's first now? Okay, it's Richie.
All right. Cool. Yeah,
he's here.
I'll just The Rover's another kind of Australian film, but yeah, it's sort of a American Australian sort of co-production. Robert Pattinson's in it and Guy Pearce, and yeah, it's just a sort of very kind of post-apocalyptic. It's very kind of depressing, but they both deliver really, really good performances, and I rave it. It's made me a lot. It's good. Worth checking out if you haven't, because I don't know how widely seen it is. But True Lies is one of my favorite Arnie movies. I think everything works here. It's a great sort of action comedy. I think Jamie Lee Curtis is great in it. I love the scene where the gun falls down the stairs and it's still shooting people. That's still amazing. So, I mean, as much as I want to champion The Rover, and I do, and I'm championing it by it just being on this list, to be honest. But I'll go True Lies.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Yeah, I've seen The Rover and it's good. Robert Pattinson's a good actor. So is Kristen Stewart. I'll give it to The Rover.
Yeah. Well, luckily she's not in The Rover, so that makes it a little better. And yeah, like I actually had seen the Rover. I couldn't remember that much about it, so I decided to rewatch it for this. So I actually am pretty fresh off seeing it. And I haven't seen True Lies in a minute because I mean it needs to be on Blu-ray. We've already discussed that before on here, so someday maybe. But yeah, this one's tough. But The Rover though, like it is pretty like sad and depressing. It's like who a pissed off Guy Pearce. I mean, and then you find out like the crazy stuff that he went through. But a lot of it's kind of his. I mean, some of it's his doing. I don't know. Like it's kind of up for debate a little bit, but yeah, for the sheer power of the performances alone, because Robert Pattinson is amazing in this. Like he just transformed into like a different character, and yeah, so I'll give some love to The Rover. Yeah, JPO.
I almost watched The Rover last night because it is something I have not seen, but I went with a comedy instead. So I got to give it up to True Lies, which you can watch on DVD. Plus, come on, it's got Jamie Lee Curtis and Tia Carrere. What more do you need?
Yeah. Yep. Well, Ross.
True Lies. I've never seen The Rover, but True Lies is my third favorite Cameron film. I prefer The Abyss and T2, but yeah, still like True Lies is an amazing movie. And then I think it might be Charlton Heston's last performance. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, still, like True Lies is amazing. I love it. And then it's so funny. like the abortion line has me cracking up every time.
Yeah. Nice. Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
Okay, I'm just kind of shocked for like a director like James Cameron, who is all like, all about the visual spectacle and all this stuff. Like, he hasn't released a 4K of True Lies. What's going on, James Cameron? Like, get your shit.
No, Mike,
But-
Mike, no, like not even a Blu-ray either.
I know, yeah, it's so weird. But to me, I really love The Rover. I believe it's A24, right? I think it's A24.
I think
The
so.
Rover,
Yeah.
the Rover was excellent. All the people who thought, "Oh my God, Robert Pattinson's Batman is such a bad actor," you should have watched The Rover because he is phenomenal. And that's one of his best performances, and doesn't get enough love. So you know what? I'm gonna give it to The Rover.
Yeah.
So tie to Wolfman.
Okay.
You know what? Why not? I'll make an upset. The Rover.
Yeah. There we go. So I've never been to Australia, but at least depicted in this movie, they're in the part where it's just like flat and desolate for a long, long time. So yeah. But we got Train to Busan up against Ready to Rumble. Nice. Right on. And then who's first now?
Me.
Okay.
You know what? Crown me, King. Crown me. Ready to rumble.
I am so disappointed in you, horror fan.
Yeah. Man, like, it was kind of interesting because I'm like tempted to just have some fun with Ready to Rumble because it is a lot of fun. And Train to Busan is great. I'm not going to call it fun, but I'm going to say great. Sure, let's go with Ready to Rumble.
Yeah.
JPO?
Upside down's a pussy.
You're not even as big of a wrestling fan as I am, Jordan. I think you're crazy, man. No, guys, stop it. Ready to Rumble has moments for us wrestling fans, but it also still has some really bad moments as well. So as much as I respect Sal Bandini, I will go with Train to Busan. I think it's a banger. It's one of those movies that has reached, all levels here. It's a movie that we probably wouldn't have heard of if it wasn't so good. So, Train to Busan.
Yeah, well, Ready to Rumble kind of has some nostalgic stuff for me because my best friend Doug that passed away, like that was one of his favorite movies, so we watched it a lot. So, but Ross, what do you think?
I haven't seen either of these, but Train to Busan sounds better. I've heard that like Ready to Rumble is almost insulting to wrestling fans. So yeah, like, but I do like Scott Conn, R.I.P. his dad. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Train to Busan.
You know who doesn't like Ready to Rumble? Scott Conn.
Yeah, I know. Wolfman, what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely recommend Ross Train to Busan. You would love it. But it's guys, y'all, like, I understand for Jordan, he has the nostalgic reasons, that makes sense. But like, y'all are insane because Ready to Rumble, it's fun, it's all right. But like, Train to Busan is literally peak cinema. That is like one of the best zombie films ever. The only zombie film to ever make me cry and like bawl my eyes out. So I am for sure giving this to Train to Busan, hands down, easy, no contest.
Yeah,
Richie,
yeah.
you control your own destiny here.
If Train to Busan was winning the vote, I would have gone Ready to Rumble. But like, it's just kind of surprising me now. I like Ready to Rumble's fun. Yeah, it is a dumb movie. Like, it's not even technically a good movie. I just have fun with it. I have fun with just seeing all these WCW wrestlers on the big screen. And I'm a big fan of David Arquette. I think he's just got something. He's just got great screen presence. I don't know. I just sort of met. I'm fixed to him, I guess. I don't know, for lack of a better term. But Train to Busan is amazing. It's just great. Just it packs a great emotional punch, and yeah, it's one of the better zombie movies made in the last 10 years. So I'll go Train to Busan.
Oh, you
Yeah.
could have done it, Richie. It was all of you. You could have.
Could have done it, yeah. Train to Busan, but yeah, shout out to Malcolm. He says, "Hello all. Hope you enjoyed the savageness of my randomizer." Yeah, yeah. It's usually a little brutal, but yeah, nothing too crazy yet. But we got The Dark Knight Rises up against The King of Kong, which is a documentary. So,
Jordan,
that's me first. So I actually have seen both of these, and The King of Kong is great. Like nothing like just playing retro old school arcade games. Like they're a lot of fun. There used to be one where I grew up that you get a membership and you could just go and you could play unlimited for as long as you wanted to, which was fun to do. So, and you know what? The Dark Knight Rises, I think it is the lesser of the three. So I'll vote King of Kong. I had a fun time with it. So yeah, JPO.
I feel like the Jacob Barber of this episode, the one I've seen, Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, sure. Ross, what do you think?
I actually have seen both, and then like Dark Knight Rises is actually my second favorite Batman film of all time. So yeah, so like I do love it, and then like I love it when like movies like this will actually like put in an ending that you don't know what really happened. So yeah, so I do love Dark Knight Rises, but the King of Kong is really good, and then like weren't both of them cheaters that you found out eventually, right?
I think that you found out just like way down the road.
No, I meant recently. I think both of them you found out were cheaters too.
Yeah, you found out recently. Like you don't find out in the documentary. You find out like in the real life. Yeah, like recently. Yeah.
Yeah, like a few months ago, you found out that that the other one cheated too.
Which the guy that was the underdog when I first saw this, I was living up near Seattle, and that's where the guy comes from, just outside of Seattle. So
yeah, he was a cheater
where I live, but
now you ruined it. I want to see it.
Yeah, but Wolfman.
So I never even really heard of King of Kong until today. But if it was King of Comedy, this would be a different match altogether.
Yeah.
It's about these guys trying to get the high score from Donkey Kong, so it's like the quest to get the highest in the world. So.
Okay, interesting. But to me, I think The Dark Knight Rises is actually very underrated. It's not my fate. It might be the weakest of that trilogy, but it also though is like second for me sometimes with that trilogy. So it goes back and forth. I really enjoy the Dark Knight Rises quite a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, and Malcolm just kind of says that The Dark Knight Rises is too overly hated. It's not a terrible movie. No, it's not terrible, no. But, Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I had to put the documentary in here. The King of Kong, I go back to all the time because everybody in this movie is so fucking weird. Everybody in this movie is very it's a very strange person that that would just characters. You can't imagine these people exist in real life. But yeah. I like that, and it's it's come out that Billy Mitchell obviously cheated. And if you watch this movie with that in mind, it's very obvious. It's so obvious, and how they kiss his ass in this movie is really weird as well. They lord him like he's like literally a god. But but it's still a fun watch, and it's a weird world. I didn't think I would enjoy, but I did. Dark Knight Rises, I do think it. I think people have learned to appreciate it more over time. I think it is a really good movie. I don't know, get the hate for it. But yeah, I'll show some love from King of Kong here, but it's probably going to go Dark Knight Rises, which is fine.
And Donkey Kong, like the original one, like it's a pretty tough game. Like it's really not that easy. Like it's hard. Yeah.
Like back when it first came out, I was watching it, and my dad walked in the room, and then he watched like 3 minutes, and he goes, "Why the fuck are you watching this thing about these losers?"
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Yeah, there's some weird people in that movie. I've seen The King of Kong a couple of times. I actually saw it in the theater when it came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, Billy Mitchell is a wrestling villain, straight up.
He is. Yeah.
You know what? I'll put it in Richie's hands. I'll give it to King of Kong. Let him decide.
All right.
So it's tied to him.
Well, yeah, I as much as I love Dark Knight Rises, I'm gonna get King of Kong here. I think it should. I think it should get some love. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, the underdog guy almost seems like one of the most normal people in this thing, but then, like in real life, you find out like he did cheat, but you find out way down the road. So,
Yeah, too. And plus, like, what
This is going to be super high on my watch list now.
Character wasn't Peter Dinklage's character like based off of? I mean, in Pixels, based off
Billy
of the guy?
Mitchell, kind of, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. You're right, yeah.
King of Kong is like on YouTube and shit. It's easy to find.
Yeah, it's easy to watch.
Hey, another Batman film.
Another Batman Begins versus the Gentleman. So,
JP.
now who's first? All right, JP.
Oh, Gentleman was actually really good, man. Good guy Richie flick here. I did enjoy it. I think it's in my top like 20 of that particular year. But yeah, Batman Begins is really not that far from Dark Knight for me here. I think it's a great origin tale here, and holds up if not gets better upon rewatches. So I'm gonna say Batman Begins.
Yeah. Sounds good. Ross, what do you say?
I haven't seen The Gentleman, but it's always been on my list. I just like it's one of those like where you go, I'm gonna watch that tonight, and then you find something else, and you completely forget about it. But yeah, Batman Begins I do love. I just think like the pacing could be a little bit better, but I still do love it. It's not my favorite Batman movie by a long shot, but it's still good, So Batman Begins.
Yeah. Wolfman.
So yeah, I saw The Gentleman in theaters. I thought it was really fun. This was like a return to form for Guy Ritchie. It felt kind of like him going back to Snatch and all those other great ones. But
yep.
Batman Begins though is one of the greatest comic book movies ever made. One of the greatest Batman movies. I just think this one was fantastic. So I gotta go get Batman Begins.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Richie?
Yeah, I champion The Gentleman all the time when it comes up on here. It's one of my more accessible, in my opinion, like Guy Ritchie movies. I think all performances on here are great. I think Hugh Grant steals this movie. I think he's I think he's phenomenal. I didn't realize he had that in him. But yeah, and it's really fun. It's probably Charlie Hunnam's best performance as well. Who I've sort of been really kind of meh on in films. But yeah, look to make but also because it's a really good movie, but also to make up for the fact that it didn't go through the Dark Knight Rises to go through. But Batman Begins is really good. It's neck and neck between that and Dark Knight. And I'm not even sure Dark Knight's on here just because I feel like it's been on here too much, so I decided to take it off. Not that I don't like it. But yeah, I'll go Batman Begins here.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
I think I just have to come to terms with the fact that I just don't really like Guy Ritchie movies. I was scrolling through his IMDb again. I don't really like any of them. So yeah, it's just me. I haven't gotten into him, so I'll go Batman Begins.
Yeah, like I just don't really understand why like most of his movies they have to have thick Cockney accents where it's like you can't really understand half of what they're saying. You got to watch it with.
That's how people talk. Anyway,
I guess that's how people talk. I mean, but it's like in every one of his movies, so they're all set in that time and place, I guess. So, yeah, I do really like it. Like, I think that the Gentleman has some amazing performances from almost everybody. I mean, yeah, Charlie Hunnam, Matthew McConaughey is great. I wish Colin Farrell was maybe in it even a little more. I mean, he's in it decent enough, but and then yeah, Hugh Grant I think kind of stole the movie for me. Even Henry Golding's pretty great, but Batman Begins is my favorite of the Dark Knight trilogy. Like I love this just all the different characters, the way he trains, like the whole like Ra's al Ghul stuff, and yeah. So I'll go with Batman Begins.
All right, Batman Begins.
Yep, and then like Batman Begins actually has one of the most like
right.
actors too. You know, Tom Wilkinson is
Nutty Professor.
underrated in every movie he's in.
Ooh. Yeah, true. Yeah, but yeah, Nutty Professor versus Scream 3. This is a weird matchup, man.
What's the first one?
Nutty Professor.
Oh,
Yes, Nutty Professor. They Professor
Ross.
whatever, Foldine Jour or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Ross.
I'm actually gonna go with Nutty Professor. Scream 3 I do like, but the Nutty Professor is just iconic.
Foldine.
And then like Dave Chappelle is
Yeah.
hilarious in it. So yeah, you know, like but
yeah.
Scream 3 is good. It's just the weakest of the Scream movies in my opinion. So yeah, I do love the Nutty Professor. And then
Yeah.
like the best scene in Nutty Professor was actually almost cut out. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I gotta go with Nutty Professor.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
And Nolan, if you are watching this is how fucking weird you are. He has Scream 3 as his favorite Scream movie.
What?
That's
Weird.
just he's a weirdo.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah.
Anyways,
I'm not a weirdo.
Scream. Scream.
Yeah. You
To
did
me
the voice.
is really Scream 3 to me is really I do actually find it underrated. I enjoy every Scream movie. It is the weakest one, but I enjoy like every single Scream movie. I think I also love like the whole Hollywood plot in this movie. I think there's really fun satire there. But like Nutty Professor, that's also a fun one. But honestly, I don't even like. I've seen it like one time, and I like hardly ever revisit it. I do revisit Scream 3 pretty often when I marathon the films. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Scream 3.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I put Scream 3 on here because I don't get the hate for Scream 3. I think it's actually pretty, you know, it's quite good. I enjoy the direction they went with it, like a sort of a new Nightmare type direction with it. I think it worked. I think it's really good. Yeah, I don't get that actual hate for this movie. I think it's pretty damn good. Maybe I'll just say, look, I understand we're doing alternate posters, but then that Nutty Professor poster threw me for a loop. I'm like, I don't remember having the Professor on here or whatever the fuck. I prefer the original poster, but whatever. That's still good. I understand you're doing normal. Yeah, it threw me off. Yeah. Look, probably. Even though I'm defending Scream 3, I have a lot of fun with Nutty Professor. It was actually a late addition to my list because I was like, oh yeah, how come I haven't have this on there? But yeah, so it's just a really fun movie. So I'm gonna go Nutty Professor.
Well, Malcolm says that he did the French poster because it's the only one that would download for him, I guess. So,
do you know what I thought it was at first? Though I thought it was the Professional. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Professional, yeah. Well, Austin, what do you think?
The original Scream is the best Scream movie, but I'm also in the camp where Scream 3 is my favorite Scream movie. So I'm voting for Scream 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you kind of know me. Like, I do think the Nutty Professor is okay, the first one. I can't even, like watch the second. I think it's unwatchable for me. But the first one is... It's moments, but I mean, but Scream 3, I mean, that's the one that has Jane Silent Bob. So I mean, for that reason alone, I'll go with Scream 3. So, JPO.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here in the conversation so far. There's fun to be had with the Professor, but I'm gonna also vote for Scream 3. I think it's pretty watchable. I've always had a decent time with it. I'd put it over 4 as far as especially rewatchability. I think there's more fun to be had in this one. Yeah, I think it's way more easily accessible and just thrown on and just go with it. Great opening scene with Liev Schreiber too. Very kind of unexpected. Oh shit, they killed the gun. Spoilers. Scream 3.
Yeah, and we're not going to believe that Scott Foley can make those kind of kills that he does.
There's definitely nitpick. Like, okay, come on, the voice thing's pretty magical, but it's fun.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be Scream 3.
Yeah.
And you also have to admit that the killer reveal in Scream 4 is way better than Scream 3. Like Scream 3,
It's not. No, it isn't.
Better, but I didn't have as much fun going to it, and I still don't love the reveal as that much. So while the reveal is better, I still have
Scream
more
4
fun.
is my least favorite of the series.
Scream 4 is
It honestly is, and I like 4, but it's the least fun to me. Again,
Yeah. Well, we got Dodgeball that comes up quite often here, but so does 22 Jump Street. So, yeah, a couple great comedies. So, Wolfman. So, yeah.
Oh God, me first. Okay, this is a hard one actually because Dodgeball is a ton of fun. I think this is a great comedy. 22 Jump Street is one of the rare examples where like the sequel is just as good, if not even like better than the original. Like it is very, very good. Oh man, this is a tough one, but you know what? Well, I have some more like nostalgia for Dodgeball. I think I'm going to show some love to 22 Jump Street just because I barely ever see it on any of these brackets, so I'll go with 22 Jump Street.
Yeah. Well, Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I 22 Jump Street surprised me. Didn't expect usually the sequel you don't expect much from, but I think it's definitely on par with the first one. And I think it's really good. And the scene where Channing Tatum finds out that Jonah Hill's sleeping with the boss's daughter, and Ice Cube and his reaction to it, that puts over the line for me. It's really good. But Dodgeball is one of my favorite comedies ever. There's something about it. I just love the cast of characters. Everybody looks like everyone looks like they're having a ball in this movie. No pun intended. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Dodgeball, but I don't mind if 22 Jump Street makes it. I obviously don't mind if anyone makes it, because it's my list. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jordan.
I'm up next.
Yeah.
Swaggy.
Yeah. Sorry. Open up a damn tab and it freezes everything. Yeah. But Austin.
I'm voting for Dodgeball, but I just had an idea for another tournament. We should do a comedy sequels tournament. We did a horror sequels tournament. Let's do a comedy sequels tournament.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Because it would be a strange mix. That's what I'm saying. A strange mix of like pretty good movies or decent movies and a lot of shitty movies. So like, I think it'd be a fun
for
mix.
every 22 Jump Street,
2, let's go.
Yeah.
For every 22 Jump Street,
let's
there's Caddyshack 2.
Weekend at Bernie's 2. Shit like that. Yeah. Blues Brothers 2000.
Or the Animal 2 next year.
Maybe. Yeah.
But put that on the docket for the list. So we'll do a comedy sequel tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, like these are both really, really close for me. Like I love Dodgeball. I have a great time with it. There's a really cool and hilarious cast of characters on both sides, Average Joe's and then Globo Jim and yeah, and then even some fun cameos at the Hasselhoff, like just some of those. Like one of the funny things is that I ran into David Hasselhoff in real life at a ski resort with some of my cousins. Then one of my cousin, he just shouts out, "Hey, I really loved you in Dodgeball. You were amazing." He's in there for like a whole 10 seconds or something. It's like, okay, he didn't really react that much to it, but but yeah, 22 Jump Street's great. Like the things that just get me is the one that you mentioned when he finds out that they slept with the captain's daughter, but then also when Jonah Hill goes to do slam poetry too. That's another kind of a pretty funny scene. Yeah, and I wish I could quote that. I want to try to memorize the poem sometime that he said, but and then also you have the what are the two twin brothers that they have, and they're roommates or whatever, the Lucas brothers. Yeah, they're pretty great too, passing out the little drugs. They got another weird type of drug thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 22 Jump Street. Yeah. So JPO.
Yeah, good round here. Great comedies. Yeah, I'm gonna simply go with the one that I think is funnier to me, and something I go back to more is actually 22 Jump Street. I think it is a very, very worthy sequel here. Could even win that spoilers that tournament Pez mentioned off the top of my head. But yeah,
Yeah.
very worthy sequel. You mentioned the Lucas guys. Shout out to Jillian Bell. She's a really fun actress as well. Her turn. So yeah, worthy sequel. 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, making the rough draft for the comedy sequel tournament right now while we're doing this.
There you go.
Yeah. We'll get to it by like May of next year. Maybe we could bump it up a little bit if we want.
Find a tie-in where there's some comedy sequel coming out. And we'll do the tournament.
The Animal 2. The Animal 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
what?
I'm being
that
serious.
classic sequel,
I'm
The
being
Animal
serious
2.
too. There's an Animal 2, and then it's going to be a Tubi exclusive.
Is it sure?
That ensures quality, right, Richie? It's a Tubi exclusive.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The same.
Rob Schneider probably thinks it's a good deal, but yeah, it's gonna be bad. Anyway.
Yeah. But mine, 22 Jump Street, only for that microwave sound. That microwave sound always cracks me up. If you remember, like when he finds out about the captain's daughter, change to figure out like a light bulb going off. This movie is hilarious.
Perfect.
It actually is way better than the first one. And that's saying a lot because the first one is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. And this one's even funnier.
Yeah, they actually topped it, so yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, did you go first, Wolf? Or have you voted?
He went for. I think 22 Jump Street won.
All right, cool. 22 Jump Street. Moving on, we have adaptation going up against Wag the Dog.
Yes.
All right,
Richie.
So, Richie.
I did a Steven.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's pretty hard actually. Adaptation's really, really good. Yeah, I love the story behind it. That Charlie Kaufman just couldn't adapt this book that he was tasked to do, so he just did a movie about how hard it is to adapt this book, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's like and it's the first time a fake writer got nominated for a screenplay. Not for a screenplay Oscar. And I think it's really good. Wag the Dog is also a great achievement. I think it's underrated. It's it's very. It feels very timely for today as well. Just like them creating a fake war to kind of bury the president has a sex scandal. And I think everyone's really, really good in this movie, especially Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman's amazing in this movie. I love adaptation, but I'm gonna go Wag the Dog here.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
Yeah, two movies I saw for the first time this past year. Wag the Dog was awesome, and I'm gonna definitely watch it again very soon. Dustin Hoffman rules in this movie, and it was really, really relevant. Like, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I'm gonna go Wag the Dog. Yeah,
so two movies I haven't seen. I haven't seen either one of them, but I still got to vote. So I'm just looking at the cast here, and they both have pretty amazing casts. I mean, with Wag the Dog, you got Dustin Hoffman, Robert De Niro, Anne Heche, Woody Harrelson, Kirsten Dunst, William H. Macy, Dennis Leary. So that's a pretty stack. But then on the other hand, for adaptation, Nick Cage, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, Tilda Swinton, John Malkovich, John Cusack. So it's pretty tough. This is honestly a coin flip because I've never seen it. Which one would I want to watch first? I think probably Wag the Dog seems slightly more interesting to me if I had to be nitpicky about it. So I'll vote Wag the Dog. JPO, are you there? And if you're not, we can go to Ross.
If not, we'll go to Ross.
Yeah, we'll go to Ross. Yeah, what do you think?
Okay, Wag the Dog, I do love adaptation, but Mike, this is the movie last night I was telling you about that scares the crap out of me for today. So Wag the Dog is amazing. Yeah, but Wag the Dog is actually might be my second or third favorite Barry Levinson film. But any movie where you have Dustin Hoffman and Robert De Niro acting together is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, Wag the Dog.
Yeah. Wolfman, what do you think?
So yeah, now that I know it's Barry Levinson, I'm gonna check it out. Wag the Dog is one of my blind spots. Never seen it. Need to check that out. But Charlie Kaufman is one of my favorite film writers of all time, and I think adaptation. I'm trying to remember. Did he direct adaptation as well? I forget. Because I know that he's like written some movies like that he didn't direct, like Eternal Sunshine. But for me, I definitely love adaptation. So and I think the whole cast is great in that one. So I'm gonna have to go with adaptation here. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just want to know how many dogs were harmed in the making of Wag the Dog.
Nah.
Were there
Not
any?
about a dog. No.
Were there any dogs in this movie? Yeah.
You did not direct adaptation, no.
Yeah. But we'll go back to JPO. What do you think here?
Yeah, this is a really cool round actually. Yeah, White the Dog doesn't get talked about enough. It's a really good film here. Good commentary, performances. Young Kirsten Dunst popping up too. But yeah, I mean, kind of like what Wolfman said. I'm also a huge Charlie Kaufman fan. It's a great screenplay. His non-existent brother also got an Oscar nomination. That's a fantastic story. Nicolas Cage is so good in it twice. Great unique film. It's on my list as well. So adaptation gets my vote.
Yeah. Then Richie, what do you think?
Richie
vote
went
for
for
Wag
Wag
the
the
Dog.
Dog.
Oh, you went first. Okay.
Mhm.
And I will Wag the Dog.
Mhm.
Nice.
You don't mind me. I've been turning off my camera so busy didn't get to eat dinner, so I don't think people want to see me shoving a chicken sandwich in my face. But so
Or
but-
do they?
maybe, yeah. If you really want to, I can see what I'm eating. But
Yeah, adaptation is
so
a
that's the end of
Spike
that
Jones
song?
film, just like being John Malkovich.
Yeah, Spike Jones.
Okay.
He directed that and being John Malkovich,
And then also her.
There we go.
which is his last movie. He hasn't done.
Yeah,
anything
I
since
only
then.
mentioned being John Malkovich because it's also a Charlie Kaufman script.
Yeah, and it's
We got
it's
Final
really,
Destination up against Kill Bill, which is that's the one for the whole bloody affair.
it's the whole
right
bloody
there,
affair.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaufman started
Yeah,
directing
so-
Synecdoche in New York. Okay, I'm done now.
Yeah. Well, Austin, what do you think?
This one, all right, yeah, that's the hardest one so far. Kill Bill's like my fourth favorite Tarantino thing. But Final Destination is like in my top 32 favorite horror movies of all time. Final Destination.
Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know. Like, it's close, but maybe not that close because, like, I do really like both of these, but at the same time, there's just things in Kill Bill that just blow me out of the water. Just the style that it's in, like all the references to martial arts, and then the fight scene, and Uma Thurman is incredible in this movie. Like, she's so good, and so yeah, and also I'm the one that, well, I'm not gonna say I'm one of the only ones, but I prefer the part one over part two. But I mean, since we're on the whole bloody affair, I'll vote Kill Bill. So JPO.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of love for Final Destination. It's a fantastic premise here. Always captured my imagination. Death is coming after you. You cannot avoid that, really. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's not a guy you can run from. It is death. And I love the what is like the Rube Goldberg, whatever it's called, like kind of contraptions that kill people. But yeah, Kill Bill, I just think is again really another great, fantastic Tarantino piece here. Did a bit of a rewatch. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched enough to kind of kind of fall in love with it all over again here. So I gotta go Kill Bill.
Yeah. Well, Ross, what do you think?
I love Final Destination. I love Kill Bill, but like Final Destination is, is probably my second favorite horror franchise. In fact, because like how many horror franchises can you name with only one bad one? And then I think that is Tony Todd in the first one, right?
He's in the first two.
Yeah,
he's in the first.
And
Yeah,
number
he's
5.
in-
Okay,
Yeah.
it's because like like AKA Venom. I'm gonna call him Venom now, but yeah, Final Destination is really good because he's playing Venom in the new Spider-Man game.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that, but Wolf, I wonder which one you're gonna go for.
Yeah, so no, I mean, I do want to real quick praise Final Destination because it is awesome. And one of my celebrity crushes is Devin Sawa. Not gonna lie, that man is okay. But because he's
He
awesome.
was Casper.
I know. But
Way to make it weird.
He's Junior in Little Giants.
He's also
Oh yeah, that's right, Junior.
He's
I
also
forgot
in
about
Chucky, my favorite horror franchise. He's also in Chucky.
And they kill him a lot in that show.
he's the
Welcome
best
to
part
try
of-
and
he's
make
the best part of
Wolfman look like a pedophile. By trying. But,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So, but yeah, no. Final Destination, really good. But it's like my third favorite Final Destination movie because I like Final Destination 2 and 5 a little more. But it's still.
well, you would have loved my last list because I both
Um, and then, but yeah, Kill Bill is. I think it is my fourth favorite Tarantino as well. But that's, it's phenomenal regardless. Like it is just like it is so good. And while both are pretty much even for me, I might prefer Part 2 just a hair, only because I think the third act of Kill Bill Volume 2 is the greatest thing that Tarantino's ever written. I think that like the dialogue of that last act is impeccable. But it is, yeah. So to me, Kill Bill takes it by kind of a landslide, but I do really like Final Destination.
Yeah. Well, Richie.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth, but I'm gonna go Final Destination because I feel like Devon Sawa, modern day Devon Sawa, should be known more. Should be not be just be known as the guy in that movie Fanatic, where John Travolta was obsessed with. Yeah,
I don't
he's
think
actually a good
anyone,
actor
no
in his own
one
right.
thinks that but you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, well,
hey,
modern
you did
day,
Drinking
you don't
Game
even
with
go,
Fanatic.
Devon Sawa. I
Oh,
don't
the
know,
kid from
cool,
Little
whatever.
Giants. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go Final Destination. Look, I have my reasoning. Shut up, Jordan.
Yeah.
I think it'd be Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
But I will recommend a Devon Sawa movie. It's really good. He's in a movie called Hunter x Hunter. That's really good from like 2 years ago. Go watch it.
Oh, yeah.
He's also the best part of the Fanatic.
Mike and I actually did a drinking game of the Fanatic, and it was hilarious because like we had Nolan on there, and Nolan was just cussing up the movie, going, "What the fuck is wrong with this movie? Everything's wrong with it."
Yeah. He would do that, but we should have Chris Scott come on and talk about Hunter x Hunter because he sent me a review. He recently watched it, and so it's going to be a Chris review for Hunter x Hunter.
It's a good movie.
So, yeah. But we have The World's End going up against South Park Bigger, Longer, Uncut. So,
Jordan.
it's me first. Yeah, like I think this is pretty easy for me. Like I do think South Park's pretty fun when it hits. I mean, it doesn't always hit for me, but when it does, it's like one of the best shows out there for me when it hits. And but the movie though, like I know I'm not the only one who thinks this way. Like I wish they wouldn't have made it a musical. I mean, you can maybe throw one song in there, but I mean, I don't know. Like I just don't really like the fact that they made it a musical. It kind of took me out of it. But The World's End is great. Like it's my third favorite of the Cornetto trilogy, but that's not really saying much because they're all kind of just neck and neck for me. They're all like really good. So I'm gonna go with The World's End. Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of following your logic on this one here, man. I South Park's great. Some fantastic seasons. Even still, like I'll give it credit for holding up to a pretty large degree more times than not. But like, yeah, it's not one. The movie is not something I go back to a lot, maybe because it is musicals. Well, there's some great Uncle Fucker songs. There's also some songs that are passable, and it's not something I go back to a lot. Maybe something like the Imagine. The yes, that's fine. I had that on the custom CD back in the day. Yeah, like maybe like Imagination Land would have been like a better like big theater movie or whatnot. But yeah, World's End, the cap to the Cornetto trilogy, I think is fantastic. It's actually a little underrated, even though it's not my favorite of the three. It is fantastic. Great performance by Peg amongst everyone. I'm gonna go World's End.
Yeah, sounds good. Ross, what do you think?
South Park. This guy might shock you. I've only seen like half of Shaun of the Dead. I haven't seen the other two. You know, it was back when they first came out. I will watch them, and I could see myself loving them because I did love Scott Pilgrim. But yeah, South Park. You know, the movie is like hilarious, but you know, but The World's End does interest me. I haven't seen Hot Fuzz or The World's End. I've only seen half of Shaun of the Dead. So,
well, you got to get on that.
I will.
Yeah, but Wolfman, what do you think?
Just half of Shaun of the Dead? Come on, man. We gotta watch whole of Shaun of the Dead now.
Yeah, whole.
But it's I do really like The World's End, but I think it is the weakest of the Cornetto trilogy. While South Park Figured Out or Uncut is hilarious as hell, I think the movie is awesome. And then I do love the fact it's a musical because apparently I hear next year, I think it's next year, they're doing a Broadway adaptation of this musical. So
interesting.
That'll be fun. So so we can thank it for that we actually get Broadway and Broadway Cartman and such. So
yeah. Well, Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I still love the South Park movie. I think it was it was ahead of its time in a way because you're talking about censorship and kind of maybe your PC sort of culture, cancel culture, kind of, it was sort of ahead of its time in that way. And ironically, I wasn't able to watch this movie in the theater when I was because I was too young. And then eventually I was able to sneak in a DVD watch. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, man, I'm sort of every time I watch The World's End, I like it more and more. I think it's going up for me. I think Hot Fuzz is still my favorite of the Cornetto trilogy, but World's End is up there, man. I love World's End. I love how like the Nick Frost is and Simon Pegg kind of switch roles in a sense. Like Simon Pegg is more the sort of outlandish, sort of kind of simple guy. And Nick Frost is level-headed, but yeah, I love the movie. I love where it goes. So I'm gonna go World's End.
Yeah, and the thing about South Park to me is that it's like Comedy Central. They'll censor certain things. They'll censor stand-up comedy. They'll censor all this stuff. But then like South Park gets away with like child molestation and like dog. Like people having sex with animals and all like weird stuff. I'm like, okay, they can do that, but they censor other stuff. But South Park can get away with anything it wants. It's kind of interesting. But Austin,
World's End because it slipped into my second favorite Cornetto movie, and I just have to come to terms with the fact that I don't like the South Park movie.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair. So
World's End.
Okay, World's End. Then we got the Intouchables going up against Reign Over Me. It's kind of a cool matchup.
Two black guy, white guy comedies, almost the same poster.
Yeah.
Actually, not a comedy though.
One zooms in, one zooms out.
yeah, right. But who's up first?
And two comedies where a black guy takes in an underprivileged white dude.
Yeah.
Why do y'all keep assuming Reign Over Me is a comedy? That movie is sad as shit.
Well, yeah. Anyway, we'll get there.
They're both dramedies.
Dramedies, yeah. But
JPO. Reign Over Me, I'd say it's just a straight up drama. I like the Bryan Cranston Kevin Hart one. I never saw the other one. As much as it's probably better, but I do like Reign Over Me. I think it's slightly underrated here. Sandler has a couple of really good monologues, but when I love the scene where he finally says to the parents, like, I see her everywhere, man. I see, our dog and every dog I see and whatnot. So Reign Over Me is gonna get my vote.
Yeah. Ross, what do you think?
Okay, Reign Over Me is actually my favorite Sandler performance. And then, this film is not a comedy at all, There's some, funny parts, but not really anything laugh out loud. And then, oh, yeah, and then the speech inside of the therapist's office that he tells to Don Cheadle. Yeah, that scene is, one of the most powerful things in all of film. So, yeah, Reign Over Me, definitely, is my favorite Adam Sandler movie, too, period.
Yeah. Wolfman, what do you think?
So yeah, never seen The Intouchables. It's one of the ones I really want to get to. I saw JPO. I saw the Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart one. This is probably way better though. The Reign Over Me, I think, is fantastic. I think for all of you who are watching this and you think Adam Sandler is bad or whatever, or sucks because he's done like Jack and Jill and That's My Boy and stuff like that, well, go watch his dramas because he is a phenomenal actor. And he proves it in Reign Over Me, one of his best performances he's ever given. And yeah, this is not a comedy whatsoever. Like, this movie makes me cry, dude. Like, this is like a sad movie. So like, so Reign Over Me is like really, really good drama. So I'll definitely go with Reign Over Me.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, Untouchables is. I mean, the Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston remake is good, but it's nowhere near as good as the Untouchables. Untouchables is hilarious. It really threw me how much I like this movie. I think I watched it on an iPad in hospital one time, and I was like, oh, this will kill the time because I'm bored. And yeah, I found myself really enjoying myself. Reign Over Me, I always champion. I mean, it is more of a drama when you think about it, because it's a guy who lost his family in 9/11 and having trouble like connecting with people. It is a movie I try to champion and talk about whenever people. I always say like Adam Sandler's a really good actor. Like Exhibit A, I think he should do more dramas or like dramedies. I think he's I think he's a fantastic actor. I actually think he could win an Oscar one day if he, I honestly believe that. But if he stuck to these certain roles, but this is pretty tough for me, man. Just because I think Got Love last time, and I don't think Reign Over Me gets enough love. I'll go Reign Over Me.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
Reign Over Me because I've seen it. I've been meaning to get around to the Untouchables, but I haven't got to it
yet. Yeah. I haven't seen the Untouchables either. I just saw that Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston one also, and it's fun, but yeah, Reign Over Me. I was pretty late to it. I only saw it for the first time this earlier this year, and man, yeah, that movie made me cry too. Like that scene in the therapist's office, and like, man, like it just like just so powerful. Like, people talk about Punch Drunk Love maybe being his best dramatic role. I think Reign Over Me is his best dramatic role. I mean, Punch Drunk Love is great. I do love that movie too, but just Reign Over Me is just like on another level. Adam Sandler and Don Cheadle, they have great chemistry together, and also they play Shadow of the Colossus, and that game freaking rocks. So yeah, I'll vote for Reign Over Me.
Remaster.
That damn Shadow of the Colossus screwed me in trivia once.
Really?
Oh yeah, too, like in people.
I said King of the Colossus, and I was so mad.
Yeah, too, like people though. Like if you think of the comedy, the line I could feel them burning. Yeah, I really laughed at that. Sarcasm.
And also
hilarious.
we have now caught on record.
Excuse me.
This is recorded live. We've now caught on record that Jordan actually said he likes a PTA movie. All right?
Yeah.
He said he likes Punch Drunk Love.
Like Punch Drunk Love. So I mean, call me crazy. I don't know if I like too many other ones, but yeah. But we got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation up against Monsters Inc. Yeah. So
Ross.
Okay, Christmas Vacation. I do like Monsters Inc., but like Christmas Vacation gets funnier every single time that I see it. Like, if you guys remember the scene where they're eating that dried out turkey, if you'll notice, the wife doesn't even eat it. She flings it over her shoulder.
She flings it over.
Yes, this movie's hilarious. and then
stuff.
like Mike actually has the cup from the movie. So yeah, So like this movie's amazing. So yeah, Christmas Vacation. That Monsters Inc. is good. I just don't think it's one of Pixar's best. So Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. Wolfman, what do you think?
Yeah, I was drinking some hard eggnog out of it today. The Moose Club. It was
nice.
It was pretty nice.
Marty the Moose. Yeah.
But Monsters Inc. It's great. Has some nostalgia for me. I am a grown ass man who will admit that when I hear Kitty, I lose my fucking shit. I am like tears on the ground, like just dripping everywhere. It's so emotional. So, Monsters Inc. is great. But Christmas Vacation, it is a yearly tradition. Go to Christmas movie. This year I'll actually get to watch it in a theater because it's coming to a theater near me. So that'll be the first time I'll get to see it in the cinema. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I love Christmas Vacation. It's in my top 64, so I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's
Sounds
also
good.
one of the most quotable movies for me too. I like quote this movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. This movie's so quotable. Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, I love Christmas Vacation. I'm due for a rewatch because it's that time of year. But yeah, I've been championing Monsters Inc. more often lately. I watched it again recently. It's one of the best Pixar movies ever made, and I don't know. understand why there's not a sequel. I understand we got Monsters University. That's a good movie, but I want a sequel. So Monsters Inc.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
I'll go Monsters Inc. too because Christmas Vacation is good, but slightly overrated.
Yeah. Well, whenever I think one of those.
I know the truth hurts. That's fine.
Truth. I don't know about that, but when I think of those glasses, I think of the silent majesty of a winter's morn, the clean, cool chill of the holiday air, and an asshole in a bathrobe emptying his chemical toilet into our septic tank. Shitter was full. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Like the movie's so quotable, and usually whenever I can, I'll try to catch it in a movie theater somewhere because they're always playing this movie in a movie theater for whatever reason. So whenever I can catch it, I haven't seen it every year in a movie theater, but close to it. So yeah. And I'm gonna be playing Benny Hamlin, aka Brother Lomas, in a National Lampoon's Vacation match. We're going to do all the National Lampoon movies, so that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. And Monsters Inc. is great. Like I think that that's one of the like probably top 5 Pixar movies out there. But I mean, Christmas Vacation is an all-time classic for me. So I think it's perfectly rated. So, but JPO.
Yeah, I was late to the party on Christmas Vacation. It is pretty good. I think it still holds up even from a first-time watch. But Monsters Inc. got in there at the right age for me here. I think it still holds up his humor and heart. So I'm gonna go Monsters Inc.
Ooh, tie.
Yeah, tie. And who has the tiebreaker?
Me. I'm Ebenezer Scrooge tonight. Bye Christmas Vacation.
Bye.
Did you guys know though that there were like somebody's job during Monsters Inc. to actually animate every single one of like Sully's hair, and there was like 13 million hairs on there.
Oh, crazy! Yeah, well, you didn't have a tiebreaker earlier, Austin, didn't you? For some reason, I thought I remembered that.
Nope,
but maybe
not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're trying to get
like
Christmas Vacation in there.
You're stretching, but it's fine.
Well, there's that. Yeah, that's part of it, but it's not all. Like I really thought you did. But
I'm gonna have to explain this one.
We have I give
this
it a
one.
year against young adult. Yeah. Yeah. Who's up first?
Wolf.
So I have not seen I Give It a Year, but I will have to give it a watch. But I have seen Young Adult, and I think this is a really good movie. I think this is definitely not one of this is definitely one of Jason Reitman's best. It's not like his very best, but this is definitely one of his. I think that he does I think the screenplay is great. Charlize Theron's great. Patton Oswalt is in this movie too. He's really great. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Young Adult here.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I give it a year. It's very underrated. I don't know how many people saw it, but it's a sort of a British, British comedy, British American sort of comedy. It's got Rose Byrne, Simon Baker, Anna Faris, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but yeah, he's been in stuff. But yeah, it's just a fun. Yeah, it's sort of about this couple who's together, but they're really not suited for each other, and then they meet this other couple that who really aren't suited for each other. But yeah, it's a really fun comedy. Yeah, I would I'd recommend giving it a watch. It's fun. Yeah, Young Adult. I don't know why I just gravitated towards it a lot. obviously, Charlize Theron is just, person who can't let go of the past, or hasn't kind of moved on with life. And she deals a really good performance here. Someone who's not really likable, but you can kind of see where she's coming from. But she's not likable in this movie. She's really good in this movie. Patton Oswalt's really good in this movie as well, as the sort of the nerd friend she sort of leans on. Who was once bullied, and Patrick Wilson, who shows up in everything, is good in this. But I'll give my love to give it a year because it doesn't get talked about. But Young Adult's really good too. So, but I'll give it a year.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
Young Adult, just saw Jay's right movie. Haven't seen it. Give it a year.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen either of these movies, so. It's like all the movies that I haven't seen are going against each other, I guess. But but Charlize Theron is my favorite actress working today, my number one. So for that, I'm going to vote for Young Adult. So yeah, JPO.
Yeah. So I give it a year. Was a movie I decided to watch that I hadn't seen yet for this tournament. But then I fell asleep. But then today I went to continue it, and I fell asleep again. But the first 20 minutes were pretty good. Stephen Merchant is a standout. Young Adult's really good, though. I have seen all of it, so that will get my vote.
Yeah. Fair enough. Ross, what do you say?
I haven't seen either of these, but since I watched the Charlize Theron movie today, Young Adult, I'll go with Young Adult, and the movie was long shot, and it was okay. It wasn't amazing like people said, but it wasn't dog shit like I've heard too. It was okay. I couldn't really buy the romance
movie. I've seen that one. Yeah, but Wolfman.
I think I already voted. Yeah,
he did.
Oh yeah.
Voted for
your
Young
first
Adult,
pick.
which, by the way,
it'll be
they have at the Dollar Tree. They have this for $1 on Blu-ray. I picked it up, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, by the way, my comedy sequel Turn Rough Draft is ready, so let's do that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. We can put it in wherever we want. I have a rough draft that goes to like to like the end of June or something, but it's a rough draft.
All 64 ready to go. All right, let's do it right now. Okay, Daddy Day Camp versus Harold and Kumar 2. Let's go. All right, what do you vote for?
Harold and Kumar 2.
Daddy Day Camp.
I thought you said comedy. Where's the comedy?
I know. Comedy in quotes.
Yeah, comedy.
Well, when we get to it, it'll be an interesting mix because like there's some good movies on there, some really mediocre movies on there, and there's some absolute shit on there.
Downright worth we never made.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just fun to kind of shit on a movie. Not like you're trying to say anyone's movie is bad. You just talk about the fun parts and the weird parts of them, all that. So, but you got Ocean's 11 up against Ted. So
that's this disturbing poster I've never seen.
Yeah.
It's great.
It is, yeah. Ted is coming. Wow. I think it's Richie first, right?
All right, yeah. Ocean's 11 is, I think, one of the better remakes I've ever seen. I think considering I did see the original for trivia purposes, and the original's really boring, but the remake rules. I think everyone here is amazing. I think it's just a great heist movie. I don't know what happened there. Great heist movie. Ted. I'm a huge Seth MacFarlane guy. I love Family Guy and American Dad. I haven't watched Family Guy in a while because it was better back in the day. But it's my type of humor. And Ted works for me. I think it's just great humor. I think Seth MacFarlane's a great voice actor, and I think he has good chemistry with Mark Wahlberg. And and Giovanni Ribisi is just remarkably creepy in this movie. I just think he's a creepy dude, so he kind of fits the role. So I mean,
that's Austin's favorite character actor, Giovanni Ribisi, right?
Ted is great.
What did I watch the other day where I was watching Lost in Translation for the first time, and that motherfucker's in that movie, and I was like, God damn it, this fucking guy is in every movie.
You love that guy.
And I hate him. I was like, fuck him.
Everything.
There's 4 people in that movie, and he's one of them. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
I remember like a few years ago, I was doing my rewatched the Wonder Years, I went, "Oh wow, Giovanni Ribisi's in
Jesus
this."
Christ, he's in everything. I can't avoid him. Like,
but in saying that, like, I think Ocean's 11 is a better movie, so I'll go Ocean's 11.
Yeah, he shows up in most Seth MacFarlane stuff too. He's in like both Ted movies and in A Million Ways to Die in the West. He's in there. Yeah. So, and oh, I scrolled over, but yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Ocean's 11, which also reminds me, we still need to get to our double tournament of a good remake tournament, bad remake tournament.
Oh yeah, it's on the list. So
yeah, but two separate ones.
Soon,
we want to do a good one where we vote for the best remake, and then we want to do a bad tournament where we vote for the worst, like the worst movie thing. We vote for the worst remake ever. So yeah. But I'm going to Ocean's 11, which is a good remake.
If we really wanted to, I mean, we'll probably come up with two separate lists, but it'd be funny if we did like the exact same 64 for each one and just figure out the best and the worst of it. but yeah. So yeah, for me, I think I'm just gonna go with Ted, only because I really dig the poster here. Like Ted is coming. That made me giggle for a second. So I'll vote for Ted because I'm a child. Sure. JPO.
Coming.
Yeah,
these are both fun flicks here. I enjoy both. Interesting. I was just reading up recently about Don Cheadle, despite being a major part, is not credited in this film due to him not happy that he wasn't like in the main listing. So Don Cheadle uncredited despite being a major part.
Really?
Finally credited in the 12th and 13th. I'm actually too going to vote for Ted. As much as I like Ocean's 11, I really had a lot of fun with Ted. It's something I go back to more. He's my Thunder buddy. I literally looked up on eBay recently and almost bought one, like literally a week or two ago. I'll go Ted.
Well, I guess we know what to get you for Christmas, right?
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I couldn't find one like 30 or 40, so I passed.
Oh, nice. Well, Ross, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Ted. I like Ocean's 11, but I love Ted. And then Ted is actually one of the funniest movies I think I've ever seen. And the sequel is not bad, but it's not as good as the first. But still, I had bigger laughs in the second, but the first one is still very consistently funny. And isn't a prequel show supposed to be coming out on Peacock or something?
Maybe.
Yes, I had read that too. Yeah, a series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over this trend of we're gonna have a series based on a movie. No, just make another movie. I don't want to watch TV shows.
It depends. I'm not interested in the Bumper in Berlin, but this I could see. I could take more Ted on a weekly basis.
Yeah, it depends. Like if the movie lends itself for that kind of thing.
To me, it's Marvel influencing pop culture in a bad way that I don't like. Oh, let's make a TV show out of fucking. Not everything needs a TV spinoff. We don't need all of these. I'm with Richie. Yeah, not everything needs a fucking 8-episode spinoff. I'm good.
Not everything, but some are fun. I don't know. It depends. But and then Wolfman. Let's see if he's in that. Probably. Yeah, he is. Hey. It's your turn. So
it completely glitched out. All of you sounded like robots, and the whole thing froze. It was funky. So
weird. You went into another dimension. Wolf.
Yeah, it felt like that. I was like,
went into the multiverse.
So I had to leave and come back, but yeah. So both of these are fun.
What do you got here?
And Ted is a fun time. While Ted is a better movie, there's actually one scene that I think makes me laugh harder than any of the jokes in Ted and Ted 2. So, which is whenever he finds the porn on Mark Wahlberg's computer and they're trying to destroy it. That shit was hilarious to me. I don't know. Yeah. That was so funny. And then, but Ocean's 11, it's great. So is Ocean's 12. I love I think I like all the Ocean's movies. I haven't seen the original, but yeah, Ocean's 11 is really good. So I'm going to give it to Ocean's 11. I think it's got a good cast in there and good ensemble. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the second one might be a little underrated too, because I'm thinking of some jokes even from the second one that hit.
Like the Kardashian joke.
Yeah, or when when he tells Amanda Seyfried that she has Gollum eyes, because you look at her and her eyes are like freaking huge. Yeah. So, but did you vote Richie?
Yeah, but
it's a tie.
Okay, it's a
Jordan.
tie. So to me, I mean, I could go either way, but let's have some fun. I'll put Ted through. So,
And by the way, I heard y'all talking about
Ted
the
it
old,
is.
I heard y'all talking about the TV thing. I don't mind it because honestly, we're in the. I say this as a movie guy. We're in the golden age of television. Like there is some TV that is like surpassing movies as far as quality.
Yeah, but I'm more of a movie guy. That's the
Right
problem.
Sure.
So it's like,
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
time
yeah.
for TV shows. Fuck all these TVs. Too many.
I
It's too many.
Well,
too much TV.
Yeah, I mean, just depends, but we got IP Man versus Perks or Eat Man, however you say it.
Ip
But,
Man.
Eat Man against the Perks of being a wallflower.
Me
and
first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not big on coming of age stuff, but Ip Man's awesome. So Ip Man, and I can't wait for Donnie Yen to be in fucking John Wick. It's gonna be the shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like these are like pretty different movies, but they're both kind of like ones that I really dig a lot. Like that the Eat Man is great because the funny thing is I decided to go check it out because when I was working in a movie theater, I was like the ticket scanner guy for one of my shifts, and this old Asian man, he comes up and he's like, "Do you have the movie Eat Man?" And I'm like, "What's that? Eat Man? Like, I don't understand what you're saying to me." And then I went and looked it up, and then I went and watched it. I'm like, "Oh, this is freaking great! I wish we were showing this movie." And but the Perks of being a wallflower, I was late to this movie too, and like this movie really blew me away. Like, say what you want to about like what's his name that's having all the legal issues.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, Ezra Miller. Like he's really great in this movie. It has the best version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show that I've probably seen because I don't really like the original one that much at all. And the twist that it has, like it's like pretty powerful stuff too. And yeah, like I think that they all have great chemistry. And Logan Lerman's great. He should be in more stuff. So I'll vote for Perks of being a wallflower. JPO?
Yeah. Fun fact: I think if my mom was on the episode, she would have voted for Ip Man because she loved Donnie Yen. She was a badass. But I actually haven't seen it. And you know what? If my Spotify playlist is correct, I'm still an angsty teen at heart, so I'm going to go with Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah. Nice. Ross, what do you think?
Perks of being Wallflower, I do like Ip Man, but I just like I love Perks of being Wallflower. Yeah, so yeah. And Jordan, JPO, what did you play during your trivia stream, the Foo Fighters, right? Because that is an angsty teen music. So yeah.
That's probably my harder rock right there, Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like Foo Fighters angsty teen, but whatever.
Yeah,
I'm still a punk rock kid, man. I ain't
but somewhere in the middle. Yeah, like it's in between like punk rock and hard rock, I would say. But yeah, but Wolfman, what do you think?
Yeah. So Ip Man or IP Man, it is very it's a fun one. I think all the movies are fun, but for me, Perks of Being a Wallflower with the non-problematic whatsoever person, Ezra Miller. I think that it's a. I think it's.
Dude, he's
fantastic.
gonna choke you out now.
I love. Oh boy, I better watch that.
We should call him a person because I guess he's like I don't know what his pronouns are, but
it's
something like
non-binary. So
yeah,
okay. But man, yeah, I better watch myself because they'll come at me in a flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Waka.
But no. So this has Emma Watson. She's one of my celebrity crushes. I think she's awesome, and I am a sucker for these coming of age shit. Like I just love like the coming of age movies are like the sharp screenplays that feel real to life and stuff like that. So I love Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I'm will champion this movie for a long time. So
yeah. Sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
I'll go for the movie with better choreography. Perks of Being a Wallflower. No, just kidding. Ip Man. It Man. It Man's just great. Yeah, I like Perks being Wallflower, but It Man is probably a bit more my speed. But even though I like coming of age stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be Perks of Being a Wallflower, though. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Then we have Dogma up against Just Friends. All right.
Jordan.
All right. Oh yeah, this poster almost threw me off too. I'm used to the one with Ryan Reynolds in a fat suit, but but yeah, both these are a lot of fun. Like I think a Just Friend never gets the love that it deserves because I think that it's pretty solid. But Dogma I did a rewatch recently, and I mentioned that I watched. If you go into YouTube, is where you can really find it because this movie's hard to find. But I watched one where they took all the deleted scenes and they edited them back in as if they were really supposed to be there. So that was kind of like an interesting way to experience it. But and yeah, all the performances are great. Chris Rock, like he's probably a standout for me. Also, I'm like spacing on Professor Snape or whatever it is.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, Alan Rickman. Yeah, like that scene, like where he first shows up and he just pulls down his pants and he's like a Ken doll. There's just nothing there. It's like kind of weird, but oddly funny. And yeah, I really dig Dogma. George Carlin's even great in it. So yeah, I'll go vote Dogma. JPO.
Man, Rob Lowe wasn't credited in Tommy Boy. Sorry, this article is fascinating. Yeah, I was a little late to Just Friends. I'm saying it several years ago, but still, it was several years after it first came out. Yeah, some good chuckles there. But Dogma is another top tier Kevin Smith for me here. A really great imaginative screenplay. I actually got to see it on the big screen last year. My friend was renting a theater every month, and he played mostly Kevin Smith flicks, so that was cool. So I'm gonna go Dogma.
Cool, sounds good. Ross, what do you think?
I think that like Just Friends is actually a little bit overrated. It's okay, but it's nothing like really like hilarious. But Dogma is hilarious, especially like with the singer at the end. Yeah, so like Dogma.
Yeah.
And then like I watch these two like priest YouTubers who know like hate it whenever like movies bash religion, but they say like Dogma does it in the most clever way, so they're okay with it because of George Carlin.
Yeah, there's some clever ways that they go about it. Yeah, but Wolfman.
So never have actually ever seen Dogma. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah,
the blind spots I have. I watched Just.
Go watch it on YouTube. It's the only place you can find it.
Yeah. I'm actually literally right now. I'm scrolling on YouTube to see if I can find it.
It's on there.
Oh, it's still on there.
Okay. It should be. It gets uploaded all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So but I did watch Just Friends. Like that was a long time ago though. Man, I watched that a long time ago. I remember it being like okay, but because I love Ryan Reynolds, he's like my celebrity crush, and also we are just good friends. You know, I will say that. I will.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
Sounds good. Richie, did you?
Yeah, I like Just Friends a lot. Obviously, it's on the list, but yeah, I think it has a lot of heart to it, and yeah, I think there's a funny moments to be had. I think that probably the standout's not even on this poster. It's Anna Faris. I think she's really good in this movie. But Chris Klein is good at being this like the smarmy dick because I feel like he suits that because he's got this, and I'm sure he's a nice guy. He's just got a punchable face. But yeah, it's a fun movie. One of the more before Ryan Reynolds not just being Deadpool every time in the movie, which is good. This is a good movie. But yeah, I have to go Dogma as well. It's one I go back to more. It's one I own. I know it's hard to get on DVD these days, but I do own it on DVD. I think it's a very clever movie. Sort of ahead of its time, sort of pushing boundaries as well. So and I think it's one of the better Kevin Smith movies. So I'll go Dogma.
Yeah. And Austin?
Dogma.
Sure. Make it short and sweet. Dogma it is. All right. We got Final Destination 5 up against
it is
Mr.
on here. This one.
Brooks. Yeah. So, who's up first?
JPO.
Okay.
Oh, dang. I wanted to think about this for a second because it's an interesting one
Go
here,
ahead,
man.
I'll
Mr.
be right
Brooks. Cool. Not brought up much. It's an interesting flick. Dane Cook, Kevin Costner, R.I.P. William Hurt, who I think doesn't exist, I believe, in the movie. In reality, spoilers. But Final Destination 5, it's probably one of the better sequels here. It's right up there. The first two, and then maybe this one are my favorite three. Maybe just because it doesn't get mentioned enough, I'm gonna go with Mr. Brooks. It's an interesting one. I'll be the host. What about you, Ross?
Final Destination 5, only because I do like Mr. Brooks, but it is the best sequel of the franchise. So yeah, it is, Final Destination 5.
Alrighty, Wolfman, how about you?
Don't do my job for me. I'm the damn co-host.
Oh, you're here. All right, sorry. I was trying to help you out, Pez.
It's all good. Wolfman.
So what's the other one? I'm trying to read the
Final Destination 5 and
Mr.
Mr. Brooks.
Sorry, I did it again.
Yeah. I've never seen Mr. Brooks. This is honestly the first time I've even heard of it.
You would like it. You would love it.
It's good.
I need to check that out. But Final Destination 5 is to me, I think, the best Final Destination movie. So I'm gonna go with Final Destination 5. It is awesome. So, and it's one of my favorite horror franchises ever. So
yeah, and then we'll have the best death too of the franchise.
I cannot wait for the new one too. That's going to be really
Richie.
Yeah, Mr. Brooks is underrated. I really, really dug it when it came out. It was Kevin Costner's basically a serial killer, and then then Dane Cook finds him out, and you find out he wants to be a serial killer. And you got Demi Moore and William Hurt in there as well. There's a scene where they go to kill someone, but then Dane Cook gets so nervous he pisses himself, and it's like, no, you left your DNA all over the place. So I don't know, that was funny. But yeah, even it's not a comedy though. It builds suspense really well, and I think it's one that doesn't get talked about. However, I think Final Destination 5 is the better. I think it's a great sequel, and you don't really say that much about the fifth movie in a franchise, but yeah, I think the twist at the end is amazing. I watched it recently. I think it's really good. It's weird that David Koechner appears in this movie, but he does a good job. And shout out to guy who's not Tom Cruise, who totally is Tom Cruise in it. In this movie.
Yeah.
But I'll go Final Destination 5.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Final Destination 5 was on my honorable mentions for my favorite 32 horror movies. Yeah, I think it's the second best one for me. I'll also go with Final Destination.
Yeah. I think Mr. Brooks, I think it is really underrated. I really dig it. I think Dane Cook is due for a big comedy comeback, not really like I'm acting or anything, but comedy. I've heard some rumors he's got some big stuff in the works, but I probably got to give it to Final Destination 5 just because I'm kind of with you, Austin, that it's the second best one. So yeah, so Final Destination 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be Final Destination.
Yep.
But yeah, if you want to host sometime, GPO, go for it. Yeah.
I tried. Pez yelled at me.
Yeah. No,
it's not your stream, bro.
Yeah. Bro stuff. Yeah, we got Tropic Thunder. Interesting poster there. Going up against the Mummy.
Yay.
And it's Ross. So what do you got?
Okay, Tropic Thunder, only because the Mummy I like, but it's too much of the vein in Indiana Jones, but I do love Brendan Fraser. But come on, Tropic Thunder is one of the funniest movies ever made. And then I actually think it's a funnier version of the three Migos. Yeah, so Tropic Thunder definitely,
Man, I don't know if you've got the memo, but dissing the Mummy on this stream is fighting words.
Yeah, I like the Mummy. I like
your tone.
He still likes it.
But Ross, I never asked you. What do you like more, the Mummy or the Mummy Returns?
Oh, fuck
Oh,
off.
the
with that
Mummy
shit.
by far. It's because the mummy actually has like semi decent effects. The Mummy Returns has one of the worst effects in film history. So
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
The Mummy Returns still is a lot of fun.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but for me, I'm gonna have to go with the one that's in my top 30 movies of all time, and that is Tropic Thunder. I think that movie is hilarious. I think it's honestly one of the funniest comedies, if not like the funniest comedy out there. Like as far as the raunchy aria comedies, I think it's definitely the funniest one. It's just so clever, and this Robert Downey Jr. is incredible in his performance. It's so quotable. I will quote this thing all the time. Okay, fuckface. How about you literally take a step back and fuck your own face? You know, and so like,
Yeah.
this movie is fantastic, and you know what? Austin has won me over on it. I do think you could still make this movie today. Okay, because it's making fun of itself. It's satire. So
it's pointing out that there's pretentious fucks that think they can do blackface and get away with it. That's the point.
Yeah.
He's an actor who thinks he's so above everything that he can do it and get away with it, and he thinks it's fine. So it's not about like him doing blackface to offend. It's about the character being so arrogant, thinking he can do that.
Funny enough,
And so the guy who thinks he can play anything because he
thinks he can play anything.
Yes, like fun enough too. Speaking of the whole like big role uncredited, Matthew McConaughey is actually uncredited for this movie.
Really interesting. I don't know that.
Yeah, he has a big role, and then he's uncredited.
Yeah.
Toby Maguire's credited, and he has less screen time.
Richard.
Yeah, I love Tropic Thunder. Obviously, it's very meta, and I have a soft spot for like movies, you know, that you know, sort of made about movies. However, the Mummy is one of my favorite action movies of all time. So I just maybe I'm with all the people. I like sort of Brendan Fraser has this like magnetic presence on screen. So even the movies that aren't great, I still enjoy just because of his presence. But Mummy is amazing, and yeah, I'm looking forward to The Whale. I'm sure it's going to be really good, and I'm glad a great guy like Brendan Fraser is getting another shot. And you know, the Mummy is amazing. So I'll go The Mummy.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm awesome.
I'm gonna go with one of the top 5 greatest movies ever made, The Mummy.
Top 5 of all time? Wow.
It's in my top 5.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, we all know that
Really
Austin's number one movie is probably The Mummy 3.
Fuck that movie.
Oh yeah. no, thank you. Yeah, but yeah, I think that the Tropic Thunder's pretty quotable. It's got some pretty funny stuff. Like I don't get out of my character until the DVD is done. Whatever. Just like Robert Downey Jr. character is like for me like the star the whole movie. Like I don't read the script. The script reads me. You know, like just like he's just so like pretentious. Yeah, he's so pretentious and high on himself. Like it just makes me laugh pretty hard. But The Mummy, though, yeah, The Mummy's one of the best action adventure movies of all time. Like it's just so good. Like there's so many great lines. Like especially love just like his Brendan Fraser's interaction with Benny too. Just like any scenes with the two of them together is a lot of fun. And then yeah, he's just like a solid action hero in the vein of Indiana Jones, which is why I like it. So yeah, I'll go with The Mummy. So JPO.
Oh boy, it's I don't mind it going either way, but I'm leaning more towards Tropic Thunder. I think Mummy is a banger. It's another reason I love Brendan Fraser, but Tropic Thunder is one of my favorite comedies. I'm gonna go with Tropic Thunder.
Tie to JPO.
Fuck, damn you.
Good.
Damn.
That's good. The Mummy though, still right? Oh
No,
Richie.
it's a tie. Okay.
Hold on, I didn't say anything yet.
Well,
Richie,
Jordan was lagging, so he didn't hear me say tie to JPO.
Richie, what's your favorite?
I don't know whether I should answer that question.
No, answer it.
Mummy.
You know what? I was gonna say Mummy. Now I'm gonna say Tropic Thunder because you doubted me, and that hurts my feelings.
Bullshit. You right? Yeah.
I swear to God, I was gonna say Mummy because I love you, but now that you doubted me, it hurt my feelings. Tropic Thunder goes through.
Hey, I like that. And
All
by
right.
the way, this also relates to
Tropic
it,
Thunder. That's fine.
This
Yeah.
also relates
Trying to be nice. Trying to be nice.
this does relate, but Robert, my most anticipated documentary of the year released on Netflix today, Senior. It's about like Robert Downey Jr.'s dad. It looks really interesting. It's I definitely.
Oh wow!
recommend that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, right here we have Hunt for the Wilder
okay.
People. Is what it is. Just the alternate poster up against the Farewell.
Oh,
So I think that it's Wolf, right? First, since you're the one that sighed and said, "Oh fuck," then it's you.
Oh, this is the hardest. This might be the hardest one for me. Oh, I love both these movies so much. Okay, but I think on a more personal level, The Farewell touched me on much more emotional level than Hunt for the Wilder People. I love Hunt for the Wilder People, and it might be Taika's like arguably his best, maybe. Like my favorite of his is What We Do in the Shadows, but this might be like his best film. It's fantastic, but The Farewell is just, it was on another level for me, so I'll give it to The Farewell. Show that some love.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, the Farewell. When I watched Farewell not that long ago, but it sort of blew me away. But however, yeah, and I really enjoy it. I think Awkwafina's amazing in it. However, I just think that maybe the more memorable movie is Hunt for the Wilder People, and it's just sort of my sensibilities and sort of spending a few years in New Zealand and going back there. I just love that humor. I mean, I love the side characters here too. I love Rachel House as sort of the overbearing sort of cop. I love Reese Darby as a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, I love it. And yeah, I just love the connection between Ricky Baker and Sam Neill's character. I think it's amazing. And yeah, and Taika Waititi knows a way to show off just New Zealand and it's all its glory. Yeah, and he has a good cameo in it too. So I'm gonna go Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
Hunt for the Wilder People. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, my favorite director of all time is Taika Waititi, but I mean, Hunt for the Wilder People is great. Like I really do like this movie, but man, the Farewell, the movie just blew me away. Like it's so good. And I'm a pretty big Awkwafina fan. Like I like it reminds me a lot of one of my aunts actually, because yes, I do have an aunt that's Asian because my mom's brother married someone from South Korea, and I understand that Awkwafina, she's Chinese, but still like it just reminds me a lot of my aunt. They have a lot of the same mannerisms and personality and that kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, and The Farewell though, it's just like really powerful, like a really cool story of just like well, they're all trying to follow family traditions, but the family traditions kind of contradict their conscience and like what their conscience and like what they like want to do and like some things surrounding certain members of their family. I mean, that's the best way I can say without spoiling too much if you haven't seen it. But yeah, so I'll go with The Farewell. But at JPO.
Yeah, I never saw The Farewell. It looked like it was gonna break my heart, so I just avoided it for that reason. Hunt for the Wilder People is a really good film. Some really bold laughs, so I'm gonna go for Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on my trench. Shit, I haven't built it yet. That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But though
Good
me,
stuff.
I haven't seen The Farewell, but Hunt for the Wilder People I really do like. And then like, whatever happened to that kid? He was in everything, and now suddenly he just stopped. So yeah, but I do want to
I
see
mean,
The
he was in
Farewell.
Godzilla's Kong. That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Hunt for the Wilder People, then Hunt for the Wilder People. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, like, remember, like, he was in this. He was also in Deadpool 2. He was in the Christmas Chronicles 2.
Yeah. Well, you
Name a
vote Wolf?
fourth. I dare you.
I voted for The Farewell.
Hunt for Wilder
Okay.
People wins.
All right. I'm for the Willow People, which is fine. Let's see. We got Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me against
Oh.
Big Daddy.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, this one's tough, but I think it's Richie first. Yeah.
Oh, cool. It's tough. So that's me. Yeah, Spy Shade means the better. Austin Powers. I think it's the best out of the three. Yeah, and I think as much as Liz Hurley's fine, I think for some reason Heather Graham just brings more to it. I think there's more chemistry there between him and Mike Myers. But yeah, I think the jokes just hit more, and maybe it's the addition of Mini Me that kind of puts it over the edge for me. But Big Daddy has a lot of heart. It's sort of it's one of the last movies before, like, maybe Adam Sandler kind of took a downturn a bit, and or the movies he did took a downturn a bit. But yeah, like the chemistry he has with I can't remember what was his name.
Heather Graham?
The twins.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Colin Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, Colin Dylan Sprouse. Yeah.
Colin Dylan Sprouse. Yeah, it's really good. I just love how it has a lot of heart to it, and I mean, good performance by Jon Stewart, who doesn't appear in movies very often. But I think it's really good. And also, I think I've mentioned it here before. It's gross, but that saliva thing he does, where he can make the saliva touch the ground and then slip it back up. I can do that. It's gross. Anyway, don't ask me how I found that out. I'm gonna go Big Daddy here, but I don't care. I obviously don't mind a Spy Shaming go through.
Yeah. Austin?
Austin Powers.
Yeah. There's a lot of really funny lines in both of these. A lot of quotable things. They're both really great. Like that, like in the courtroom scene from Big Daddy, like says something. He's like, "And she's my sugar mama," and then it's Steve Buscemi. "Oh, I got to get me one of those," or just like these random lines that just like crack me up. That like especially hit with like my group of friends. We were all big Adam Sandler fans. We went and saw every movie of his in the theaters whenever we could catch it. So whether it was good or bad, I mean, we even went to Jack and Jill opening weekend. That's before we knew that it was bad, and we were very disappointed. But yeah, I think this time though I want to give some love to on the Spy Shagged Me, because it's the best of the trilogy. It's just got some really cool stuff and really creative. So I'll go Austin Powers. JPO.
Oh man, two great comedies from the same year. In fact, Sandler on one of those talk shows said how him and Mike Myers had like a money bet as to what would make more money. Austin Powers by additional amount too won the box office that year. I love both of these here. Austin Powers. I'm not upset if either one wins though. It's a toss up for me. Austin Powers.
Yeah. Ross.
Okay. I love Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. It's the funniest one in the series. But I think that like Big Daddy's actually like one of Adam Sandler's most like underrated movies. Is because like the scene where his dad says, My son deserves this kid. Like after he like gives the speech, Adam Sandler does. So yeah, like Big Daddy, I think is actually a very well made movie, and it's not just hilarious. Like it's just a well made movie.
Yeah, for sure. Wolfman, what do you think?
So yeah, Spy Who Shagged Me is definitely the best Austin Powers movie. However, Big Daddy is just has a lot of heart. I think it's underrated. I think it's one of Adam Sandler's like most underrated movies that he's done. It kind of showed his dramatic chops as well because of the kind of heartwarming moments between him and the boy. And yeah, I you know what, I'm gonna show some love for Big Daddy and give that the vote. And also, you know how like Netflix does the like different profile things. So my mom pays for Netflix, but I have I have my own profile on her account. And what's interesting is when I made my profile like years ago, this is actually the first movie I watched on there. So it's interesting.
Okay, nice.
Fun tidbit fact. But Big Daddy, I really think this one is really good. So
yeah, for me, the scene that always puts the spot shining me over the top is that Jerry Springer scene. Like just every time, it's just so good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, yeah. We like run at each other. Yeah, motherfucker, and it's like bleeping everything. Yeah, but I think it'll be Austin Powers. It sounds
No, tie. Ross.
It's a tie.
Big Daddy.
Oh, it's a tie. Okay, all right.
It's a tie, and it was Ross to
Ooh,
Big Daddy, so Big Daddy.
All right, so Big Daddy, that's fun. Yeah, they're both good. So it's tough. But we got Little Miss Sunshine up against Pulp Fiction. So
Interesting poster.
yeah. So Austin,
I don't like Little Miss Sunshine. Pulp Fiction.
yeah, I do. I actually love Little Miss Sunshine. I think that's great, especially the dance that Abigail Breslin does with her grandpa, like near the end. It's just like looks so good with Alan Arkin. Yeah, it's good stuff. But I mean, there's no Pulp Fiction for me. I think Pulp Fiction like is a near masterpiece. Like when I saw this thing, I just thought that like from the first viewing, because I was pretty late to seeing it. Saw it maybe like about 2.5 years ago. But yeah, it just blew me away because I like how it's kind of shot out of order too, and you got to kind of piece all the timeline together and the performance of the two on the poster right there. I mean, Samuel Jackson, John Travolta, and then even Bruce Willis too. Like they're all great. So I mean, yeah. So Pulp Fiction, yeah. JPO.
No, man, I love Little Miss Sunshine, but yeah, my favorite Tarantino, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Actually, I dig that poster too. It's cool, but Ross.
Pulp Fiction. I do love Little Miss Sunshine, but Pulp Fiction is actually I think it's my 4th or 5th favorite Tarantino movie. But like still, like Pulp Fiction is amazing, and then like I've actually like seen the cut where they put it all in order, and it's not as good. So yeah.
Oh, it's not as good. Okay, yeah. Like I was always curious about that. Yeah, but Wolfman.
That's because Tarantino is the king of non-linear storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
But I just gotta say, Richie, I love the Tarantino love. This is the 3rd Tarantino movie we've come across now. This is like awesome. So, but as much as I do love Little Miss Sunshine, it's just, man, I wish this was going up against something else because Little Miss Sunshine is great. I think it deserves to make it, but it's not Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is one of the top 5 greatest movies, period, of all time, as well as in my opinion, my favorite Tarantino film. So, Pulp Fiction is awesome, and that all day, every day. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna mention, Wolfman. Did you see a couple weeks back that Tom Segura, he had Quentin Tarantino on his podcast, which is pretty cool, and like that's where he actually announced that he's doing a limited series too, which is cool. So yeah,
and some great Pulp Fiction stories too about Bruce Willis getting casted. Yeah, it's a good episode.
And
yeah, it's good.
Speaking of podcasts, Quentin Tarantino has his own podcast he does right now, and that thing is awesome. Like, if you go
nice! I didn't even know he had his own podcast.
You'll see a Quentin Tarantino movie on my top 64, and then it might surprise you guys because Mike knows which one is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. Mike knows.
Yeah, Death Proof.
Yeah.
But it's a video. It's called Video Archives, and pretty much he reviews like these old movies on there. So I definitely recommend that.
That's cool.
In your podcast, wherever you get your podcast at.
Yeah, like Quentin Tarantino doesn't like talking about new movies. Like Tom Segura was like trying to push him to talk about new ones. He's like, nah, let's just talk about old ones.
He had some weird opinions too, though. Quentin Tarantino. Like I remember the year it came out, The Lone Ranger made his top 10 of the year.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but what do you think, Richie?
Yeah, I mean, I love Little Miss Sunshine. I think it's got a lot of heart. I like Alan Arkin. I think Alan Arkin did deserve the Oscar. I think he's this great chemistry with Abigail Breslin. Yeah, and yeah, hopefully Toni Collette will get her Oscar eventually. I think she should at least got nominated for Hereditary, which almost made my list. Oh, it did, maybe it did. I can't remember. I can't even remember what I put on here. Anyway,
it's all good. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's going up against Pulp Fiction. This is one of the one of my favorite movies ever. So yeah, it's kind of easy. And even though I love Little Miss Sunshine, yeah, Pulp Fiction.
Well, Pulp Fiction is the favorite on tournament fights, so we'll see how far it goes. So, yeah, but we got Locke going up against the Castle. All right, nice.
Jordan.
And it's me first. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I watched Locke for the first time just a couple weeks ago, just because I knew that it was on Richie's list because I got the preview of the list, and yeah, like it was really, really solid. Just like the whole range of like things that he has to deal with while he's just driving in a car. Essentially, the whole movie is like pretty wild. But I also have seen The Castle too, because I watched that back when we did Malcolm's Top 64 for the first time, and The Castle's great too. And you know what? Like I still want to champion the Castle because I feel like it's one that a lot of people haven't seen, and if you haven't, like it's pretty funny and also pretty charming too. So yeah, I'll give some love to The Castle. So JPO.
Oh, this is my most Jacob Barber round yet. Haven't seen either. I'm gonna go with the Tom Hardy one because at least I know who Tom Hardy is. Locke.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You don't know
Ross?
Michael Keaton from The Animal that was mentioned before?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
Oh yeah, that guy. What do you think, Ross?
I haven't seen either of these, but like Locke is always one that I always want to see, is because like Locke, I love these kind of movies where they're just like basically like on the phone in one location, like in Buried, or that one that's coming out with William Dafoe. I forget the title of it, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like Locke looks really interesting to me too.
Well, it made our best movie set in one location and best One Crazy Night movies. So
yeah, what's that one though that I'm talking about? The one William Dafoe is coming out.
I know what you're
Inside.
I'm not sure though. Yeah. Inside. Yeah. Wolfman.
Inside. Yeah, that's what it's called. But yeah, I've never seen, or honestly, I don't even think I've heard of The Castle. So like, this is my first
It's an
time.
Australian movie. Yeah.
I've got a lot of stuff that I need to watch, like King of Kong. This, so like, there's some stuff on this list I'm gonna have to put on my watch list. So thank you for that, Richie. And then also with Locke, I have seen that one, and yeah, I think this film is fantastic. Like, honestly, and I say this just because of the film it is. It honestly might have one of the best screenplays of the 2010s, just because like the film is all reliant on its screenplay, like its screenplay and its performance. It's like that's the only thing it's reliant on because he has to be in a car the entire time and just pretty much act and talk. That's like his thing, but it's so mesmerizing, and you're so just engaged with everything that Tom Hardy is doing in that film. I honestly think he should have been nominated for like an Academy Award for that movie. Like he was really, really, really awesome. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go with Locke. I think it's really underrated, and I think that's also A24, right? Or
It sounds like one. Yeah, that would be A24. Yeah.
I believe it is, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's one of their most underrated as well. So, Yeah.
But who gets that many phone calls? Like, I swear 30 seconds does not go by that the phone doesn't ring. Like, it just rings and rings like the whole movie. But I think that it does for a reason, to give him something to do while he's driving. So, but Richie, what do you think?
I mean, it does when your whole life's unraveling before your eyes. So yeah, and given that he's pissed a lot of people off, a lot of people would want to call him. But no, Locker's really good, and like if you listen closely, I think Olivia Colman is one of the voices. Tom Holland's one of the voices.
Oh yeah.
And it's really good. It blew me away. The one, sort of the one in one location movie. But the castle is just great, and I feel it's just it's a great kind of slice of life sort of Australian movie, and I feel like I'd be deported if I didn't say the castle. So I say the castle.
Yeah. Well, Austin,
I listen to the castle a lot on YouTube, so I'll vote for the castle. I just put it on the background and listen to it.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
Another one on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. So it's a tie to Wolfman. Do Richie a favor and put the castle through. Be nice.
Yeah. Come on. I don't know. He's won the champion lock. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he loves Locke as well. So, but you know what, Richie?
The castle is awesome.
I would do you a favor, and I'm very interested in seeing the castle after what y'all were saying about it. So I will push in the castle. So
yeah. It's like it's a movie that like has a little bit of cheesiness and like some dad jokes and things, but they work really well, and they're like pretty heartwarming too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like there's actually a Facebook page called Dad Jokes, and they're actually pretty funny.
Oh nice. Well, next we got Gone Girl. That's a interesting poster up against The Wedding Singer. Two
those are
alt posters. So yeah, they're vastly different. Yeah. Who would win in a fight, Josie or whatever the Rosamund Pike from Gone Girl? Probably
good Gone Girl for sure.
Good Gone Girl. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's just funny because they're like total opposites. So one would just kill him with kindness, and the other one would kill you with everything she has. But who's first now?
JPO.
Okay. JPO.
All right, good timing. This one hurts a little bit because I found out via this tournament that I'm a big Fincher guy. Evidently, I didn't even know it. But even that being said, one of a top tier Adam Sandler ones. His best, definitely romance one as well, because you truly do care about these two getting together at the end. I'm gonna go Wedding Singer.
Yeah. Ross.
As much as it pains me to say, Gone Girl. I watched Gone Girl recently again, and I love it. Even though that it's one of those films where it's super long, but you don't really feel the running time.
Yeah.
So I love Gone Girl.
It's true. Yeah.
And then I think it's one of Tyler Perry's only actually good performances and/or movies.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Wolfman, what do you think?
Man, this is a tough one because The Wedding Singer is I think maybe my favorite Adam Sandler comedy of all time. I think the movie is fantastic. The ending, yes, I'm one of those people who will give a good cry at a sweet rom-com. All right, and the scene on the plane makes me cry. All right, I'm not ashamed to admit that's just so precious and sweet, and I love it. But the to me, I'm also a David Fincher guy. He's in my top 5 favorite directors of all time. I think he is excellent, and this is honestly one of his best movies, and one of the best movies of that year. So I think I haven't read the book, but I'm very interested in it. But yeah, Gone Girl to me is just almost it's a near masterpiece. So I'm gonna go with Gone Girl.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, Wedding Singer is one that I had it on video VHS back in the day. I think I wore it the tape. It's the chemistry between the two leads is amazing, and obviously the studios knew it because they were in 2 more movies together. But yeah, the movie is really, really good, and it tells the story really well. And yeah, you want these two to get together. And Gone Girl's just a great sort of masterclass in just kind of exhibiting tension or building tension. I love how David Fincher does that, and I think I just think it's great. So by a hair, I'll go Gone Girl.
Yeah. Austin?
Pretty easy for me. Gone Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, The Wedding Singer has something that like I thought about more recently, that like one of the the tropes in a movie. I mean, Austin, we did a podcast not too long ago about worst movie tropes, and then there's a scene where Drew Barrymore's character shows up to see Adam Sandler with his ex, like at his house, but it's like she gets pissed off and she takes off. But it's like, if you just wait to let them explain that, like, they're not hooking up, they're not together, just like, wait a second, let them explain, everything will be fine. But no, they got to go through this whole thing where like he has to go and get her back. It's like they don't wait to like find out what's really going on, you know. So like he's just helping her out with some stuff. So yeah, but it's still great. Like that's just kind of like a little interesting like takeaway that I had from it. But it is one of the best Adam Sandler comedies. Like it's one that I can connect more with my dad, because he doesn't like most Adam Sandler movies, but he loves The Wedding Singer. And then Gone Girl, I think I'm a pretty huge Fincher fan also, because I think of all the movies that he's made, and I keep going back to them over and over again. And yeah, Gone Girl is great, and I think it's very rewatchable. So I'll go with Gone Girl. Yeah,
Gone Girl.
Right. Gone Girl it is. Right. I think we only got a few left. We got Clerk, the original, up against Beavis and Butthead Do America. Yes. Here we go. I dig this matchup. So, Ross.
Clerks. I do love the Beavis and Butthead movies, but Clerks is like an iconic film. And then I still think it holds up. I watched it a few months ago, and on Tubi, which I hated how they include the ads in the running time, but still, Clerks is amazing. Yeah, so Clerks.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Clerks next. Not a Beavis and Butthead guy. Say Clerks.
Really? Gee, I would have thought that. No. Richie.
I love Clerks, obviously, because it's on here. I love the dialogue. I love the story behind making the movie. I think it's a great sort of achievement. It's a great cinematic achievement. It's really well written. But I don't have a Clerks tattoo. I've got Beavis and Butthead tattoo, so I'll go Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Sure, yeah. That's cool. I know you had a Beavis and Butthead tattoo. I'm Austin.
Clerks 2 is better than Clerks, and Beavis and Butthead Do America is better than both of them. Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah. The original Clerks ranks kind of lower on my list of Kevin Smith movies. I mean, it's good, but it's not. Like, I don't even know if Kevin Smith has a bad movie, honestly, but it's just lower on the list. But
Yoga Houses.
Have you seen Yoga Hosers?
I've seen it, but
or Tough.
That's a bad movie.
Or Tough.
Like, even that though, like
I like Tusk. I will defend Tusk.
Tusk is good.
Cop Out. There you go. That's not a bad movie.
Yeah, Cop Out. Red
You did not
State.
read it.
Yeah,
Red State is great. You get that out of here.
Red State's great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. But I freaking love Beavis and Butthead. You watched the last episode that we did for Tournament Bites. I had a Beavis and Butthead shirt on, and yeah, like I watched the whole entire season that's been out. The new season's great. New movie's great. This movie's great. Like just all the Cornholio stuff in the White House. I always bring that up. That's some of my favorite thing. Or like when he gets probed in the van, and he's like, "Oh, did I just score?" Because he has no idea what happened to him or whatever. And then just kind of hitting on all the old ladies on the bus and all that stuff. It's just great. It makes me laugh. So I'm gonna go with Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. Yeah, GP.
I like Beavis and Butthead. I've even enjoyed their recent redone on Paramount. There's some decent, some really fun stuff on there. But no, I'm gonna go with Clerks. The dialogue is still great here. 37 in a row is one of my favorite numbers because of Clerks. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Clerks. We just got the third one. There's a reason we still kind of want to see these characters. Clerks.
Yeah. Well, Ross.
He went first.
He went first.
Tied to Richie.
Okay.
My friend Robert's gonna be mad at me if he watches this, but I'm gonna stick with Beavis and Butthead to America.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead. Let's go. Yes, sounds good. And that's it. So round 1 is done. So now we can just fly through it quick since we got a late start.
Yeah.
And we'll get to a winner here.
I'm gonna jot down these 16, and then I gotta bump off because I have to be up for work in 2 hours.
Yeah. No, it's totally fine. Yeah, so Billy Madison versus Inglourious Bastards. It's a funny matchup.
Wolf.
So, first, okay, Wolf.
Yeah, it's me, Tarantino guy, and Glorious Bastards by the inside.
Richie.
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Billy
Austin?
Madison.
Yeah. I mean, Eric and Billy Madison's kind of a bastard, right? Not like the ones in Glorious, but I'll vote Billy Madison. At JPO?
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wolf?
Ross.
No, Ross. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Ross.
Glorious Bastards.
And it's a tie.
All right.
To me, Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Wow,
Billy Madison.
that's like the biggest upset of the
Yeah.
Why?
School, back
It's not
to
even
school.
it's not even
to
top
dad,
5
and I'm not a
Tarantino.
fool.
It's top 2 Tarantino. What are you?
Nah.
No, it's not. It's like 6 for me.
What's your number
Yeah.
1, Austin? Then what's your number 1 Tarantino?
Django.
Mine is Jackie Brown, but Django's 2.
Yeah. Jackie Brown is the one that I haven't
Django's
seen
my
yet.
number
So
three,
Oh, Jackie Brown is amazing.
watch the first 10 minutes when they're like Sam Jackson's having the conversation in the beginning, but then that's all I saw. So, but we have Chasing Amy up against a 40-year-old virgin. A couple rom-coms.
Richie.
Richie.
40-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
40 version.
Yeah, 40-year-old virgin. GPO.
Chasing Amy.
Yeah. Ross.
Chasing Amy.
Wolf.
Wolf.
40-year-old virgin.
Ooh, all right. So it'll be 40-year-old virgin.
Hey, but Chasing Amy is incredible.
And we have I, Tonya up against Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh shoot, they're both great for different reasons. Austin, I think you're first.
I, Tonya.
Man, like this is tough. Like I want to use my whole 10 seconds, but I think I got to give it to Guardians. Yeah. JPO.
Guardians.
Yeah. Ross.
I, Tonya.
Wolfman.
My girl Margot. Tanya.
Ooh. So you have some power,
Hey.
Richie. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I, Tanya.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Was that I, Tonya?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's I,
Is that what
Tanya.
it's at? Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure it wasn't a
Probably
tie.
mixed it in.
Yeah. All right. Then we got Austin Powers and Gold member up against the Empire Strikes Back. Okay, this one's kind of like,
And just put
You know
Empire
what?
through it.
No,
like, come on. Yeah.
Skip it. We-
Come on.
sorry,
Yeah,
no.
we'll just save some time.
Empire.
Yeah,
Let's go with
I would have
Empire,
voted for Empire.
Gold
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, then we'll go around the horn. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're good.
We got funny. we got funny people up against the Rover. Okay. Could be more of a conversation. It's me first.
Who?
Well, you said me first, right?
Yeah, that's you.
Well, for me, like it's not even close. Like it'll be the Rover hands down. So yeah. A JPO.
Funny people.
Yeah. Ross.
Funny people.
Wolfman.
The Rover.
Yeah.
Richie.
And Richie.
The Rover.
Yeah. Austin.
The Rover.
Ooh, all right. So it'll be the Rover. But it's close though. Yeah. Got Train to Busan up against the King of Kong. Interesting. Yeah.
Train to Busan.
Yeah. Ross.
King of Kong.
Yeah. Wolf.
I'm gonna ride that train to Busan. Train to Busan.
Yeah. Right. Richie.
King of Kong.
Austin.
The King of Kong.
Well, I'll ride the Train to Busan. I'll hop on that train. Yeah. JPO.
Tied to
Yeah.
Jordan.
Oh wait. Oh. Ty, and it goes to who?
You.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll stick with Train to Busan. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But King of Kong is great. But we got Batman Begins and Scream 3. So
Ross.
Batman Begins.
Ross.
Batman Begins.
Wolfman.
You know what? Just to cause chaos, Scream 3. I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, sure. Well, Richie?
Fuck it. Scream 3.
Yeah. Austin?
It's not chaos to me. It's my favorite Scream movie, Scream 3.
I think it's kind of chaos, but why not? Scream 3. JPO?
Batman Begins.
Ooh.
All right, that's it.
Right?
Scream 3.
Okay. Oh, Scream 3. Okay. Scream 3. There you go.
Wow.
I would call that an upset for sure. We got 22 Jump Street going up against Wag the Dog. All right.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, out of just having not seen Wag the Dog, I'll go 22 Jump Street.
Yeah. Richie?
Wag the Dog.
Yeah. Austin?
Wag the Dog.
I haven't seen Wag the Dog, so 22 Jump Street. JPO?
22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Ross.
I think that Wag the Dog is like one of the best made movies ever made. So Wag the Dog, that doesn't get enough talking about. Yeah, so Wag the Dog.
Ooh, so it's gonna be Wag the Dog?
It's tie, I think.
Tie to JPO.
Oh, that's tie.
Tie. JPO.
JPO tie.
JPO.
Oh, the tie, yeah. 22 Jump Street.
Okay. Well, I don't know why that went
Yeah,
away there.
delete that photo.
Yeah,
That money
delete it.
lost.
But okay, that's the end of that one. All right, we got half. Did you get them all, Austin?
Yeah, I got them all.
Okay. Just making sure. We got Kill Bill, The Bloody Affair, going up against World's End. Richie, right? Yeah.
World's End.
Yeah. Austin?
The World's End.
I'm going to go Kill Bill. JPO?
World's End.
Yeah. Ross?
Kill Bill.
Yeah. And Wolfman?
And this is not even close to me. Kill Bill.
Right,
well, we got a tie.
Tie to Ross.
Kill Bill.
Ooh, all right. It'll be a Kill Bill. All right. Tarantino for the win. We got Reign Over Me up against Monsters, Inc. Austin.
Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, for me, I got to go Reign Over Me. Pretty easy. JPO?
Yeah, the one Sandler movie that doesn't have Steve Buscemi, so I'll give it to the one that does have Steve Buscemi, Monsters, Inc.
Sure, yeah. And that sound, I thought you were flipping a coin. But Ross?
Reign Over Me?
Yeah. Wolfman?
I can think of a few Sandler movies that don't have Steve Buscemi in them. But
It was a
Reign
joke,
Over-
Wolfman. Let it go.
Yeah,
but Reign Over Me for sure. So I'll pick that one.
And
Yeah.
I'll go Monsters Inc.
That's another
Oh,
tie.
we're
Wolfman.
tied up.
Hmm.
Wolf.
And guess a wolf.
Yeah, I want to show some love to Reign Over Me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Right
It's
over
moving back.
me. Moving on. Cool. Yeah. We got young adult going up against Ted. Ted is coming. I don't know why that makes me giggle, but it does.
Jordan.
Who's up
It's
first?
you.
Me?
You.
Yeah, I gotta go Ted because I've never seen young adult. I probably need to see it. So, JPO.
Well, you just God's farts, Ted.
yeah. Ross.
Ted.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Young adult.
Yeah. Richie
Young adult.
in Austin.
Young adult.
So we got another tie.
Tied
We're-
Another tie. And
Yeah.
something.
Just tie every other
young
round.
adult.
Ooh, all right. Well, then I guess I gotta see it if it's good enough to make this champion.
Yeah, I gotta see it now too. I
Shows you
heard-
got some good picks there, Richie. If we keep doing all these
You
sides.
know what I heard though?
that's great.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, just
like
tie.
What was that, JPO?
both
You mean?
comedy.
No, I was saying it shows you've got some good picks if we
Comedian
keep doing all these ties.
Yeah,
Is it?
no, it's good.
Yeah, that's what I heard about young adult though. Is the comedy comes from how mean spirited it is really.
Yeah, no, she's a great
Oh,
shitty
yeah.
person in it.
Yeah. Well, I've seen
Like,
Tully, like if her character is anything like that, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that was a great one.
But-
Same director as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But we got Perks of Being a Wallflower up against Dogma. Ooh, actually dig this matchup. Yeah, JPO.
Let's not give Ezra any more love, guys. Dogma.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, but
Yeah, he's got the
Dogma.
good copy too.
Perks being a wallflower. I get you.
Right? Is that what you're saying? Oh,
Well,
Wolf.
actually, that is what I'm saying. Is person being a wallflower. I'm gonna show that some love.
Yeah. Richie.
Dogma.
Austin.
Yeah, Dogma.
Yeah, like, I mean, like I don't know what happened to Ezra Miller. He must have had like a midlife, like way more than a midlife crisis. I
I
don't
was
know
gonna
what
say he's
happened,
only
but-
in midlife
Yeah,
crisis. He's only
yeah,
like
like a way more because they seemed pretty normal
Oh.
for a big chunk of his life. So because I actually love him in this movie, so I'm gonna go with Perks of Being a Wallflower.
The way Ezra is going, this could be a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, true. That's pretty dark, but yes.
Or he's
Yeah,
gonna be in prison for life, probably. I don't know. But
I mean, it's more than midlife crisis. He's a fucking criminal at this point. So
yeah, oh yeah. But do we have another tie?
No, it's Dogma.
no,
No,
Dogma
it's
won.
okay.
Okay. Dogma. We got Fun of This Nation 5 up against Tropic Thunder. Okay.
Ross.
Tropic Thunder.
Wolfman.
I'm a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude. Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Richie.
Fun Destination 5.
Austin.
Final Destination.
Yeah. Go with FD5. Yeah.
Again, now I think we have a tie. Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Final Destination
So-
5.
Damn.
Austin.
Wow, that's maybe. I want to
5.
say.
Oh yeah, dude. Final Destination 5 actually has my favorite death of the whole series.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
The
Good
gymnast.
stuff. Oh yeah. We got the Hunt for the Wilder People up against Big Daddy. So
Ooh. That's dark.
a good child actors here. So,
Wolf.
Hunt for the Wilder People.
yeah.
Richie.
Richie.
Hunt for the Water People.
Austin.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, this one's really close. They're both pretty like even for me, but I'll go Big Daddy. You owe me sausage McMuffin.
JPO.
JP.
The movie that almost made me cry by a kid saying, "I could wipe my own ass." Big Daddy.
Yeah. Oh, my own ass. Me too. Yeah.
I know, buddy. I know.
San Diego represent Big Daddy because Cole and Dylan Sprouse are from San Diego. So.
Oh, I was about to say,
Ooh.
what the fuck San Diego got to do with any of this?
Yeah. Yeah, they're in New York, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, they are. But the actual actors are from San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, all right. Big Daddy. That was my nickname in high school, Big Daddy. We got Pulp Fiction up against The Castle.
Richie.
Oh my god, this is hard. Just because I know it's probably gonna go, I'm gonna go Castle.
Yeah. Austin?
Because it's Richie's list, I'll say The Castle.
Yeah, like I want to say The Castle, but like not against Pulp Fiction. I can't do it. So sorry, I gotta go Pulp Fiction. JPO?
Yeah, I'll do it. Chaos. Castle.
Sure. Ross?
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. And Wolfman.
As much as I love you, Richie, and as much as I love Chaos, I cannot go against my man Tarantino. Even if I've seen The Castle, Pulp Fiction is just better. And so, yeah, I gotta go Pulp Fiction. So,
Yeah. That's high, right?
It's a tie to Jordan, and Pulp Fiction makes a lot of tournaments. Jordan, just keep that in mind.
I know, yeah.
but it makes a lot for a reason.
I'm only saying this because this is just part 2. It's not the championship round, so I'll give it to The Castle just to see it in the championship. Sure.
So, do you guys see
But if
me
it was
digging the castle or no?
What?
We see what?
Do you guys see me digging the castle or no?
Yeah, I know you might. Yeah, I think
man.
so.
You
I think
would,
it's a good
yeah.
It's on
comedy.
YouTube. Check it out.
Yeah, it's funny.
I think you'd like it, yeah. For me, I really like it because I like family style movies that aren't too cheesy, and this one is just a little cheesy, but not too cheesy. Like it's cheesy enough where it works. Like it's actually like charming.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got Gone Girl up against Beavis and Butthead Do America. Oh man. Wow. All right.
Hey, Gone Girl.
Yeah, I can't vote for the Cornholio here. I got to go for Gone Girl. JPO?
Man, I lost both those rounds. Gone Girl.
Yeah. Ross?
Gone Girl.
Yep. Wolfman?
Thank fuck, because I might have actually left if Beavis and Butthead beat Gone Girl. All right,
Why?
so Gone
I
Girl.
want to see Beavis and Butthead go up against the castle, damn it. Come on.
Just so it's not like a, full shutout. Although maybe Jordan did say Beavis and Butthead. I didn't hear it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. So just so it's not
No.
full shutout. I'll say Beavis and Butthead, but it's Gone Girl.
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
Be Gone Girl. Hey, girl.
I guess
Gone
you could
Girl.
say Beavis and
All right,
Butthead.
there we
is
go.
gone. I'm trying to think about
All right, I've got the 16.
All right.
Y'all have whatever anarchy you want for the part 2 because it doesn't matter. I gotta leave. I'm out.
Have a good night, Pez.
Have a good-
Sure, yeah. Well,
Get some sleep, and
I'll
I'll see
jot
you
it-
championship round.
I'll jot it whatever wins down tomorrow when I'll skip to the end and see what wins. So, yeah, we actually do need one
Yeah,
more
you
for the
wanna
100th one because we're gonna scratch Killers of the Flower Moon off there because it's not gonna come out till June. So, yeah, we actually.
Yeah,
need
so
one
whatever
more
wins
could make that
Whoever
tournament.
wins tonight, if it's a unique one that's not on the list yet, then it could make it, yeah.
There's a lot.
Do
Of
you wanna
unique
do any
ones on here,
plugs?
so there's a good chance. I'm here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's late, so yeah, you don't have to if you don't want
All
to.
right, man.
But,
I'm out. Have a
right.
good night, guys.
Peace out,
we'll
man.
see ya.
Yeah.
Peace out. See you next Friday.
What were you talking about? Killers of the Flower Moon? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I
Oh, yeah,
can't wait
so-
to see that.
For our 100th episode, we're gonna do the first 64 unique winners from all of our tournament fight episodes. We're
Oh,
at 63. We had 64 with Killers of the Flower Moon, but we're gonna scratch that because it didn't come out this year. So we need one more movie to make it. So
yeah.
we
Then
get
that
one
one
that-
that one
one
are
before.
anticipated.
yeah, yeah, one
And then-
anticipated. So it's a movie that like no one saw. Yeah,
Yeah, it never came out.
kind of interesting. So, but we got Dumb and Dumber up against
Ooh.
40-Year-Old Virgin. This is a
No.
good one.
You said
And
Dumb and
it
Dumber
is-
again, Jordan.
Oh, sorry. I
Billy
don't know why I keep saying
Madison.
that. Billy Madison. They used the that poster that says "dumb" on it. It's just like an
Malcolm.
automatic thing. Oh yeah, but JPO though.
No,
Yeah.
no, these are
Yeah.
two of my favorite comedies ever. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I almost never vote against Billy Madison, but I might right now. But I won't, Billy Madison.
Yeah.
That's how my
We're not
mind
gonna
works.
have it. Yeah, we're not gonna have any ties. That's for sure. So we can fly through
No,
that. But Ross, what do you got?
40-Year-Old Virgin is one of my favorite. It's in my top 5 favorite comedies.
Yeah. Wolfman. What do you think?
So, I appreciate because of this matchup, a comedy matchup. I can respect Billy Madison winning, but you know what? Fuck Billy Madison because I'm spite voting it over beating Glorious Bastards. So, 40-year-old.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't hold against Billy. It was not his
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, come on.
It's our fault.
Yeah. Richie?
Despite like 40-Year-Old Virgin having a really funny line that I think is understated, where he's Mindy he's like, "You need to start mind fucking my friend," and Mindy Kaling's like, "I changed my number, I changed my address. Well, I didn't know that." Just the way he says that makes me laugh. So anyway,
Football game.
Yeah.
but yeah, this is really hard. I just, you know what? Just because you cussed out Billy Madison, I feel bad for him. I'm gonna go Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Shabadoo.
Well, when you
Fine. Frank, Billy Madison. There you go.
Yeah. Well, when your dog's lost and you can just go out there for a couple of hours and you just give up. You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog. Right? So I got to go Billy Madison. Like, it's my most quotable comedy of all time, I think.
Yeah, and then the dad from Get Out is actually in Billy Madison.
Bradley Whitford, hell yeah, baby.
Oh yeah. Bradley Whitford. Yeah.
Been past the
Billy
third
Madison.
grade.
Yeah.
Oh, what a wonderful day, yeah.
Oh, what a cool day. Yeah. Passing third grade the Billy Madison way. Yeah. We got I, Tonya up against the Empire.
Wow. This is a discussion point. I feel like
right, Mike? Do you think so or no?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Start with Ross. What do you think?
I do love I, Tonya, but it's not Empire Strikes Back. Maybe it could be, because the movie's fairly new. I, Tonya, it's not, but Empire.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Jordan. But has I, Tonya ever won one of these?
No, I
think so.
I don't think so. No.
Wait, but it did. But it did make the top of S during our sports thing.
Yeah, but that's a different show.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't count.
That's
tier ranker. We're talking about.
Yeah, that'd be tier ranker.
Okay.
Yeah. So because of that, since it's never won a tournament fight, you know what? I'm gonna show some love to I, Tonya. Like, Empire's the better movie, but I'm gonna show some love to I, Tonya.
Yeah.
That's what we did on our last episode. We had to vote for the Emperor's New Groove to win Brian's match because it's never was never won a tournament fight, so we needed another movie.
Yeah, top, but Andor is top 3 Star Wars now, in my opinion. Really.
I have thoughts on that, but that's another discussion. Richie?
Yeah, I'll go I, Tonya.
Yeah. And fun fact, I Tonya is not Empire Strikes Back. It's no Empire Strikes Back. I'm gonna vote I, Tonya. JPO.
Sure, I, Tonya.
Yeah. So it's gonna be I, Tonya. That might be considered an upset, but that's all right. Maybe not.
The
Rover.
I still think Empire's the better movie, but I'm voting for I, Tonya based off of other reasons. So
yeah, I'm kind of the same way. But we got the Rover versus.
Oh fuck this!
They're both kind of like dystopian style movies, kind of. But
yeah, it's really hard. I like both of them so much.
Yeah. Well, it'll be Wolfman first. So.
Oh shoot, this one's actually really tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Train to Busan though. That just affected me more emotionally.
Yeah. Richie?
Train to Busan.
Yeah. I do think though that Robert Pattinson and Guy Pearce both in the Rover give like masterful performances. Like they're just out of this world, like so good. Especially Robert Pattinson too. But I mean, yeah, I think Train to Busan just affected me more, and I think I have a little more fun with it because the Rover's a little depressing. So
It is.
I mean,
really
so is
bleak.
But so is Train to Busan, but even still, like there's some like weird fun to be had, you know. So JPO,
Train to Busan.
yeah, and Ross,
Train to Busan, but like, what is up with Guy Pearce and then these like depressing, post-apocalyptic movies?
yeah,
Because
he's
The
been in a
Road
couple.
too. The Road was really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Road was good. I read the book before it came out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. He's one of my favorite authors. The author of
It's
The
good,
Road
yeah.
actually wrote No Country for Old
Yeah,
Men.
Cormac McCarthy.
Yep.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Yeah. We got Scream 3 going up against 22 Jump Street. So it'll be Richie. What's the better comedy?
That's okay.
If you think Scream's a comedy, maybe.
It's going, and it's having a good run. So I want to keep it going. Scream 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's go Scream 3. Yeah. JPO?
I was heavily distracted earlier. I didn't even realize Batman Begins lost to Scream 3. Y'all are nuts. 22 Jump Street.
Yeah. It's a little bit of an upset. Just a
Yeah.
wee bit. But Ross?
22 Jump Street.
Yeah. Wolfman?
Batman Begins is better. I just wanted to cause chaos earlier.
Yeah.
And I did. So
Yes.
but
That is chaos.
But with Scream, but I'm gonna go with Scream 3. Continue the
Ooh.
chaos.
Nah!
Yeah.
The way you
Let's
worded it
go.
made it seem
Scream
like
3.
I wanted to cause chaos and then I'm done with the chaos.
Yeah. This time I won't. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get to the other side. Let's see. We got
And the
Got-
poll people
got
like,
killed
you misspelled
Bill.
Scream 1.
Oh, Mike, look at this matchup.
Wait, it's
It was Rain Over Me.
oh
Yeah.
as good as one of these are, it's still kind of easy for me.
Well, it'll be Richie
Barely.
first, so. What do you
Okay.
think?
I'll go Kill Bill.
Yeah, I mean, like, Rain Over Me has like that, like pure moment that just hits me really hard. You know, the like therapy session that he has, but like it's just a moment for me. But like Kill Bill hits from beginning to end for me, so I gotta go Kill Bill. JPO?
Kill William, Kill Bill.
Yeah, kill William. Yeah. Ross?
Me, ran over me, but I still love Kill Bill. And then like ran over me though, it is hard seeing Mike Ehrmantraut as a dentist.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the dentist. That's
Mike,
kinda
you know
weird.
that, right? Did you remember that, Mike?
Oh yeah.
Like after seeing like anything Breaking Bad, like I'm not going to that dentist. Like get away from
No,
me.
plus you too. Like I've actually been to like one of those like dentist firms and never again. You know why they're annoying?
Why is that?
There's like 5 different dentists that like work in there, and then like each one does a different thing. One of them looks at teeth, one of them cleans the teeth.
Oh yeah. I've been to one of those before.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
They're not good, yeah. But Wolfman, what do you think?
All right, so yeah, I talking about watching them. I own both of these on Blu-ray, but I actually want to get the whole Bloody Affair on Blu-ray. I saw like there's something like that where you can get like the entire 4-hour cut on Blu-ray, and I want to get that.
Yeah.
But as far as what I rewatch more, I revisit Kill Bill like every year. Rain Over Me, it's like hard to rewatch it all just because of that. So just because of how like emotional and heavy it is. So Yeah, Kill Bill.
Yeah, like if you go look at the director from Rain Over Me, Mike Binder, like all the other movies that he did are like off the wall. They're weird. The
Except
Upside
for
of
one
Anger,
though,
Sex
one's really good.
Monster,
Though.
And
Blink
unfortunately,
Man. He did that.
unfortunately, I gotta head off, guys. But
Sure, yeah. We got your last Tarantino pick in there, so you want to plug anything before you go?
Yeah, just subscribe to the YouTube channel Mega Movies. Doing some holiday stuff. Just since I just watched Violent Night tonight, I'll be giving you guys my review of that this weekend. And
we got our Oscar thing too, right?
Then our Oscar video that we.
And
did.
Then I saw this shocking thing you were telling me about, Mike. I accidentally stumbled upon it, and that is category fraud. That is category fraud.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, we'll be doing that. Getting back up on our awards roundtable show, and so yeah, that'll. So yeah, you guys can subscribe, check out the channel, all that stuff. But yeah, so
yeah, cool.
Yep, and Kiki
Sounds good. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer won Best Supporting Actress for Nope.
Ooh.
No, I mean, she's not supporting at all.
Yeah. Well, that for like what award show was it?
I forget, but you know, like she's the lead of the movie too.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, we got
Kill Bill.
Moving on. So we got Young Adult going up against Dogma. So and it'll be me first this time. I still haven't seen it, Young Adult, but I want to see it because I love me some Charlize Theron, so I'll see it soon. But I got to go Dogma. JPO.
Dogma.
You're barely awake.
Dogma.
Yeah.
Trying to finish this thing out, baby.
Yeah.
Dogma.
Ross, okay.
I mean, I would go for Young Adult, but that's all good. Dogma's fine.
Yeah, guys, $3.99 Goodwill, JPO. $3.99 at Goodwill.
Good deal, man.
Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah.
No. This was for like $40-$50.
Oh, easily, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. We got Final Destination 5 against Big Daddy. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see a crossover with this, maybe.
That'd be amazing.
No.
Yeah. That'd be weird, but.
Well, I don't want the kid to die.
Yeah, y'all are murdering.
No. How about this at the end?
Apple pies.
How about this, like at the end? Death gives up all his powers. Death, and then like gives it to Rob Schneider's delivery man. So now the delivery man is Death.
But you're not only murdering one kid, you're murdering two because it's paid by two.
I'd bring cheese.
Yeah, that is true. Death? Yeah, right. You want some chocolate cake? Yeah. At JPO?
Big Daddy.
Yeah. Ross.
Big Daddy, but it's close.
Yeah. Richie?
Final Destination 5.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Big Daddy. All right. We're against you now, Richie. We're all voting against.
Who gets the first tie if we have a tie?
It's all good.
I don't know. Start back from you, I guess.
Yeah. We'll probably start back from you.
Yeah.
All right. With the Castle v. Gone Girl. Ross, what do you think here?
Gone Girl.
Funny. Yeah.
I accomplished my goal. Castle's in the top 16, so I'll go. I'll go. I'll go Gone Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Castle's fun, but like Gone Girl is just amazing. So I gotta go Gone Girl.
I would have said the Castle, so whatever, fine, guys.
Oh, all right, sure.
You just said you want to say that so you get the tie. You get your tie.
Yeah.
No, I want a tie for a real one, not that.
Yeah.
I was saying because there was no tie.
We're getting down to it though. We got still Billy Madison hanging in there, going up. We got going up against I, Tonya. Okay. Ooh, all right. And it'll be Richie first. You got
Fuck it, Billy Madison.
yeah. But Billy Madison, I was watching clips of it earlier today, actually, and like that maid that he has, like he's like, if you want me to cheer you up, I can take my shirt off for you. He's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, she's really weird, but yeah, I'll vote Billy Madison. JPO.
As Shabadoo, it moves on.
Yeah. Ross.
I Tanya, but I do love
Ooh.
Billy Madison.
Yeah, that is correct. It'll be Billy Madison. Yeah. We got A Train to Busan versus Scream 3, which my goal was to have the Chris Farley saying that is correct every time Billy Madison won, but I didn't have enough time to get the yeah. Yeah. But so it'll be me first. So we got a couple horror movies. But oh man, this is actually tough. I think I got to give it to Train to Busan, but it's really close. JPO.
Train to Bussin'.
Yeah, or Bussin'. Ross, what do you think?
Scream 3. Only
Yeah.
because I've seen it.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't really matter what
Richie.
I go for, because if I say Scream 3, then it goes to Jordan, who's going to say Train to Busan. So I might as well just say Train to Busan.
Sure, yeah. So then there's some strategy involved, you know. So,
Good, I keep my tiebreaker.
All right. Yep, you got to keep it. So, we'll see if you ever get to use it. But we got Kill Bill versus Dogma. So, and it'll be JPO. You're first.
Dogma.
Ooh, Ross.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
You gotta ship me your
Richie.
DVD now because you voted against it.
Kill Bill.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go Kill Bill too.
Oh.
Kill Bill also, I should say, not Kill Bill 2. Yeah. We got Big Daddy versus Gone Girl.
Come on, this tournament doesn't have enough Sandler in it. Come on.
Yeah.
All Sandler finals. All Sandler finals.
All
Me,
Sandler,
okay.
yeah.
As much as I love Gone Girl, I do love Big Daddy just a little bit more. I do though, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Speaking from the heart right there. Richie?
Fuck it, Big Daddy.
Yeah, just because we have Billy Madison, like I want to see that. So Big Daddy, let's go. JPO?
Gone Girl.
Oh, come on.
You did.
You're championing Big Daddy. Come on.
I don't like to be
Dick
predictable.
move. No. All right. Well, we got our final four, so we still have Adam Sandler.
All Sandler finals. All Sandler finals.
We could have all Sandler finals, or we could have a Kill Billy Madison finals.
Yeah.
All Sandler finals.
Yeah.
Well, Billy Madison though has gone farther than I thought it would.
Me too.
Oh yeah. We have The Bride versus Zombies. I mean, come on, that'd be awesome.
Sandler finals.
Oh, we have Steven here. Like the show's still going on. Yeah, we got a very late start because of my work. I got dropped with a bunch of projects last minute, but it is Richie first for Billy Madison versus Train to Busan.
I mean, if you want to, okay. Billy Madison, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. We got Nudie Magazine Day. Billy Madison. Oh, I didn't mean to click on
Yeah, because like
Sorry,
too,
my bad.
like you remember this one too though, like you know, I clean battle. That part was hilarious.
Shampoo's better. Yeah. JPO?
Oh, I see what's going on here. Billy Madison.
Yeah. proceed.
So
Ross?
shall it interrupt?
Billy Madison. Billy Madison. You know, only because I
Yeah. We can go light dog shit on Mrs. Vaughn's living room rug.
So hot. What?
Yeah, we got
Hey Jordan, did you
Kill Bill versus Big Daddy.
Yep, and then like, hey Jordan, you know the movie The Producers, right?
Yeah.
Well, the not Gene Wilder, but the other one, his son is actually in Billy Madison.
Who's that?
You know, Zero Mostel. He plays his son plays the principal.
Oh, the whatever the wrestler name of that.
Yeah, the fat guy.
Yeah. I forget what his wrestling name is, but he's some kind of
the Blob
former wrestler.
Yeah,
the Blob, where he writes the weird freaking Valentine to Billy. P.S. I'm still horny or something. Yeah, but so it's me first for Kill Bill versus Big Daddy. Oh man,
nice pussy, Jordan.
Thank you. You scared it away. You scared it away.
Way to go. Wait a minute. My girlfriend's in the other room. Come on. Waka waka. Just because I'm okay on Big Daddy, but I don't love it. It's probably not even in my top 5 Adam Sandler comedies, but it's close though. It's probably number 6 though, if it were. So let's just have fun anyways. Billy Madison, sure. I mean,
you mean Big Daddy?
Big Daddy, the other one that starts with a B. Yeah, Big Daddy. Yeah. JPO.
Also, I'll give credit to Billy Madison. Very good about just having gay characters. They're just gay characters. They're never the butt of the jokes. They're just buddies that are gays. So credit to that.
Yeah, and two. That one joke though is not offensive either. They make though. Which one? Where the guy says no, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit weird about them kissing, and then he says, "Well, remember back in school, they were brothers, and then are still like our brothers, but are very, very gay brothers."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, prove it," or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So, JPO, did you vote?
Big Daddy.
Okay.
Oh, Sandler Finals. That's what keep saying it.
Yeah. Ross, what do you think?
Oh, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Sandler Finals.
Fine, you come in here. You've taken over, Big Daddy.
Yeah. Hey there, Corinne. What you got in the bag there? Some chicken wings, some booby tassels, Hooters. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're down to our Adam Sandler finals. Baby.
Sandler Finals.
Let's go. Yeah. One of these could be Richie's next favorite.
Richie, you really should mature and get some.
Yeah. Some with less fart jokes.
Yeah, come on, man. I've
matured. I vote for Train to Busan. Oh, I can't. Damn it.
Or less ass wiping jokes. Yeah. Ross, you'll be first for this one. Or wait, no.
Daddy. Oh, sorry.
I went first in the last one. Sorry, it'll be JPO actually.
Stop looking at me, Swan. Billy Madison.
Yeah. Okay, now Ross.
Big Daddy.
Yeah. Richie.
I'll leave it up to. Well, it's gonna be up to you anyway, but I'll go Billy Madison.
Yeah. Both pretty quotable because I can think of some good quotes from Big Daddy. Like this Columbo, they think he is smart, but he's actually very stupid. Or no, it's the other way. I think he's stupid, but he's very smart. Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
I win. What's bullshit? What do you win?
Yeah, you remember that line though too?
Yeah.
It's a tie. He can't even read.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah, but I gotta go with Billy Madison.
Yes.
Stay in school. Stay as long as you can. For the love of God, you gotta cherish it.
Cherish
Billy Madison won before.
Cherish it.
Cherish it. You do. You gotta cherish it. Yeah.
Miles
Billy Madison won before.
Yeah.
If peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles
Consider me
Davis.
Miles Davis. Yeah.
Miles Davis.
COUR. Are you going to the mall today? That's what I was asking.
Spell risotto.
Rizzo's not even a
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
He's a baseball player.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
It's cheating. Yeah.
How about maybe you should spell
Or like
buzz.
touch your boob. That's assault, brother. you double down
triple
gammon.
dog.
Those are
Yeah,
answers.
yeah.
Put it
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, there's your winner, Billy Madison. So yeah,
Adore rules.
that's
Adore rules.
the rules right off the cliff. Yeah, but yeah, that'll do it. I'll just zoom it out. This is a full tournament. As we did a half tournament for Brian the other night. We got his favorite movie of all time. So we'll be doing Richie's championship in about a month from now. So you can look forward to that. So yeah.
We will
But-
once again vote for Billy
Oh
Madison.
yeah, who's on mine, Jordan?
Yep,
Four
exactly.
Make that pact right
Yeah.
now.
Hey Jordan,
Yeah.
who's on mine then? Who's on mine next Friday?
Yours next Friday is because we are going to get to.
I think I'm on there.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the schedule right here. It is. It's going to be. Richie's on there. Wolfman of course, and actually still need a couple of people. So if you know anyone that you want to have on your championship episode, let me know.
Yeah, I will. I'll ask him.
We'll get one or two more people. We got about 2 open spots. So yeah, but we also have JPO's coming up on Tuesday too. His championship. So, but yeah, we'll do some plugs. So we'll start with Jordan. Where can we find you?
Hi. Over at the Pierce Code channel, we had some fun over there. About to do the finals of our trivia tournament. Pez made all the way to the semifinals. The finals are
Nice.
coming up this week. As well as we're doing some countdowns. We're doing some yearly countdowns as well. Maybe a Christmas countdown soon. Over at the Pierce Wrestling channel, got some exclusive matches I'll be uploading here to there pretty soon, as well as some wrestling trivia over there, and all around the horn popping up here occasionally. So thank you.
Yeah, speaking of the wrestling stuff, like I still haven't watched Survivor Series. I want to go back and check it out.
We were going to talk about that. We don't
Missed
need
that
to
one.
anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, we're supposed to do a whole dream card. We never set a date for.
That's all right. I mean, we can just do a review of it, I guess. It's still newish. I don't know.
Yeah, but
maybe we'll just wait till Rumble.
Then
did
we'll
watch-
do a Rumble dream card.
Yeah.
we did watch Logan Paul on the Tiger Billy podcast, and he was talking about how he blew his knee out and everything doing wrestling.
He said that he could beat Tyson.
Wait, I've never met him. Who's his knee out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I mean Logan Paul
Yeah,
said that
yeah.
he could beat Tyson.
Thing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all they do
But-
is talk. But
Well,
yeah,
I mean, we don't really need to talk about Survivor Series. We all know the best match was Ronda Rousey and Shotzi Blackheart, right?
Oh, poor Shotzi.
Because of not because of Shotzi Blackheart, because of Ronda sucks. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, that's why Fire Ronda was trending.
Oh yeah, too. Richie, I've sent Jordan half my list, and I have some interesting stuff on there. That some of the stuff I've
Debbie
never-
does Dallas.
Yeah.
Yui Bowles Postal. Yui Bowles Alone in the Dark.
Italian Stallion.
Yui Bowles Blood Rain. Just mostly Yui Bowl.
Taboo
Yeah.
1 through 5. You know.
Oh, taboo.
You got all the classics on there, right?
Yeah.
yeah. But
Stop or my mom will shoot. You know.
yeah, right.
Which did not make my 1992 list or whatever. I just looked at that today.
Ed though, the classic Ed with the monkey. Yeah, you gotta love that. Yeah, but Ross, where can we find you?
Just find me on Michael's channel, like Meg Movie Z, and then like guys, watch our Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special review because it is
Pretty good.
hilarious. And Jordan was
I saw this,
cracking
yeah.
up at my mom joke that I did.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's some good stuff because one of their guys, Nolan, he's like Mr. Negative. He like he just likes to kind of like hate on everything. I don't think he hates everything, but he hates a lot of stuff when it comes to movies. but
Yeah, because like he was the one who voted. Remember Richie? I think you were on there. Like when he voted, aliens a C tier movie.
oh yeah, that's right. He was on
I
on
remember
a tier
that.
ranker. yeah, just voting everything low tier. Yeah, but cool. That sounds good. And then we'll also be seeing you in your top 64, which I want to give the actual date. that'll be next Friday. So yeah, we'll be doing that. So that's coming up quick. So
I'll be seeing you the rest of the list tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know yet.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, Richie, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me here next Tuesday doing Jordan's Championship round, and then next Friday doing Masters 64. So yeah, and then other than that, I'm on a combat wrestling trivia, doing the tournament there, doing all right. Yeah, just got two more matches left, and I'm in the top of the bracket, and I'm versing the bottom of the bracket. So I'm not being cocky, but I'm gonna get some. I'm looking to accrue some points.
Nice.
Yeah. So got that. I'm doing Full Metal Random on Sunday, I believe. A horror taglines, which would be interesting because I'm not the people who I'm versing, like John Marr and Hunter are probably more versed in that. But you know what? I'm going to give it a red hot go. And then you can find me on Jordan's channel doing wrestling trivia, movie trivia. Just yesterday did the wrestling Jeopardy. That was pretty fun. Cool. Other than that, I do a podcast with my friend Robert Cameron called Tell 'em the Streaming, which is it's a pun off the castle. But yeah, we do talk about Tubi. I think the next thing we're filming is called Baby Oopsie, which is going to be weird. It's going to be called Baby Oopsie, which came out in 2021, but it's somehow it's already got 2 sequels. Don't know how that happened. Anyway.
Oopsies, it got 2 sequels. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can find me on there, and then just general trivia stuff. I think I'm on the 2020, the sort of best of 2022 random as well. I don't know if I set a date for that, but yeah, I'm around. And I'll be on here next Tuesday. So, yeah.
Nice, yeah. And I knew that I wore my lucky Christmas Chris Farley sweater for a reason, because the movie with Chris Farley won it all, baby. And so yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah, and he's got some pretty classic quotes like hey, like, who threw the I'll turn this damn bus around. That'll end your precious field trip pretty damn quick. Yeah.
I kind of I've always wanted to see a spin-off of that character.
I know, yeah.
Do you know who could have been the next Chris Farley? I think if he hadn't have gotten into drugs so hard, is Artie Lang. He really, I think, could have been the next.
Possibly, but he's a bit too off the rails.
I don't know. I don't know if he was as funny. I liked him in certain things, Lost and Found and Dirty Work, but I don't know if he had the Farley level.
Well, like, my vote was if he would have, like, I don't know if he's as big as Chris Farley was, but Tyler Labine, I thought he's pretty wacky.
Yeah, I think
Chris Farley
he somehow hasn't, like, especially after like Tucker and Dale. I was like, oh, this dude's gonna work all the time, and then not really.
Yeah, right.
He was hilarious in Zack and Mary Make a Porno.
He's great. He had that one scene as people are fucking.
It's still that was still hilarious. Ben Roethlisberger scored a touchdown.
He's also great in the TV series Reaper too, which is very.
He's also the best part of a weird movie called Little Death. Little Evil. Little Evil with
Little Evil, yeah.
Who's gonna draw?
I like Little Evil. Evil.
He's actually great in dramas too. Him
and Brad Williams are really good in Little Evil.
Best Man Down, and it's called too. I think
I meant to see that. Yeah,
it was good. It actually was.
Yeah, I meant to get to. I think that was another Dollar Tree one too. I saw one time. I didn't get.
Nice.
A like Boyhood's at Dollar Tree now.
No, it's not. It's not necessarily a knock. It's just whatever.
No. I'm just saying, like, that movie's.
Oh really no, absolutely. That's why I was saying, like, when I say it's at Dollar Tree, that doesn't mean it's a knock necessarily. Like, sometimes they just get really good stuff that's in excess of,
Yeah, like another good place. If any of you guys have a Big Lots there, I was finding some Marvel Steelbooks there for like less than $1, like 75 cents. I'm like, what the frick?
What? A Steelbook for 75 cents? Holy shit!
Yeah, like I picked up.
I gotta go to Big Lots.
Picked up both Ant-Man movies and Captain Marvel. They're on Steelbook there. I'm like,
that's pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Damn good deal, dude.
Yeah. So
I figured you were gonna say like 5 to 10.
Yeah, but yeah. So you can find all things for the Movie Hero Network on all the
Find me at Big
socials.
Lots.
Yeah, right. As usual, you can find us at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us over in the Showdown Friends and Family group, where we're probably the most active over there. But there won't be a poll for this episode. We're going to wait until Richie's championship, and then when we get to the final 8, we'll put that over there, and you can vote for that. But we should have Brian and Nussbaum's championship poll popping out. I'm not sure if Pez posted it. I had a very busy day. I haven't even looked.
He did actually, yeah.
Cool. I'll have to go see which one's winning over there and cast my votes. I haven't even voted yet. So yeah, but and then let's see. We also have a Patreon. You can find all kinds of exclusive episodes, which we did an episode that was on Patreon for the best wrestling theme songs, which we did it as a private video on YouTube, and it quickly got blocked. I didn't realize that a private one could get blocked, but I found this little website that's a stream sharing website. I never heard of it before. It's called Odyssey. So I have a hosting over there, and it's not getting blocked currently. So you can go onto the Patreon. You can
Really? They blocked our private link?
Yeah, they blocked the private link, which is kind of weird. Yeah, so I didn't realize that. So if you go to the Patreon, there's a link to where it's at now, and you can still watch it. But it
okay, good. Tell me all that hard work went down the drain.
Yeah, but it was unavailable for about 4 or 5 days, but I finally fixed it. So yeah, because I'm hoping, we'll see how this website holds up, but I want to eventually do some trivia on the Patreon that's going to involve movie clips and clips from movie scores and soundtracks.
Yes, that sounds like really fun because Jordan can actually attest to this.
Yeah,
I'm not too bad at trivia, all right, Jordan.
Yeah, no, you had a really good showing the other night.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Yeah.
No. I mean, like they asked like this question that like nobody else knew. They asked, what 1993 movie stars Robert Sean Leonard, Christian Bale, and Frank Wally? And I said, Swing Kids.
Yeah,
really?
Were you the one to pull that? Yeah.
Which
Kenneth Branagh was not credited for. It was also in my article. I read.
Great movie.
Oh wow. Yeah, so you can find that, and then I also have been uploading some more Chris reviews. So our other partner who has a crazy schedule is not able to be on too many of these episodes, but he was on the channel last week for Brian Nussbaum Championship. Chris Scott, he's been doing all kinds of crazy reviews. He reviewed a bunch of.
Weren't we supposed to start a Scrubs podcast? Get at me, Chris.
Yeah, right. yeah. Gotta hit him back, but he reviewed a bunch of the more wacky movie trailers out, like the Mean One and
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, yeah, he did that one. I'm so
looking forward to Cocaine Bear.
I know it's Cocaine Bears though. You went to crazy. It's a true story.
Yeah, it's a true story.
You might even tempt me to actually go to that movie on cocaine.
I won't make it. Then I'm probably dead. I don't want to poorly out myself.
Oh yeah, guys. Michael just sent me a meme about Billy Madison winning.
Yeah, nice.
He sent me the Chris Farley one.
Nice.
Grand, wonderful.
Good, great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. Yeah. but yeah. So you can also find me doing some snack heroes. I did one about 2 days ago. You can find where I found some more wacky off the wall ice cream. I tried some sweet potato pie casserole with marshmallow ice cream, and it was actually really freaking good. Like I actually gave it one of the highest ratings almost of any snack I've ever tried.
Walmart has the worst one though of it. Walmart has the worst one of it.
What?
Tapatio.
Oh, well, funny you should mention that. I actually have that here at my house, and I'm planning to review it. So we'll see. I did that one. I did the pizza flavored one, the macaroni and cheese ice cream. I did all that stuff.
Have you done the salad one yet?
Wait, the what one?
The salad?
No, there's a salad one. Oh.
No. Then they said tastes like literally kale.
Oh no,
you guys in America are weird.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, we got some weird, crazy snacks here. Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, you can find that on the
you can find me on my channel, Boring Snack Hero, where I just eat vanilla ice cream all the time.
Yeah, right.
Still good. Still good like last week. Tune in next week where we'll still be good.
Oh yeah, JPO. My mom during the trivia
all
thing,
these years.
well, like she said that she said your niece is adorable.
Thank you. Yeah, she's usually a guest star at some point.
Yeah. But I'll just give you guys a quick little preview of like some tournament fights and some tier rankers we have coming up. So we'll be doing JPO's championship on Tuesday, so that's coming up. Then we have Ross's episode on Friday for his top 64. Then we'll be moving into our best Christmas characters of all time. We got a tournament for that, which I thought that we were going to have to originally do a top 128, but then I was kind of struggling to find enough characters just to fill a 64, so we had to kind of stretch for even some of them that we have on there. So you'll see when we actually do it. So, but we have our best movies of 2017 series that's going on. That's going to be a 3-parter. So we got 3 episodes in a row for that one.
That's a good year. I just did a ranking of that myself. 2017 is a good year.
It is.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
You know which one too was an amazing year too, if you really think about it too? 2014.
Yeah.
Boyhood, Whiplash.
The one year you'll get to that's going to be fucking tough is 1994.
Yeah.
That was like
I'm sure you can find 64 at least, or do a 32 if you have to.
Yeah. So like it'll be kind of interesting because we'll eventually just move down to 64s. Yeah, once we get through all the years that had a bunch of streaming movies and all that. But then we have a 4-way directors match. We made it into a 4-way now because we wanted to include James Cameron because of Avatar coming out. But we're going to do Spielberg versus Scorsese versus Tarantino versus James Cameron just to kind of even it out, because I feel like James Cameron movies are comparable to some of those other movies. So we added him on there. We're going to be doing our tournament fights for 64 unique movies that have never won a tournament fight, which I'll have to check. I kind of feel like Billy Madison might have won something else, but we'll have to double check maybe. I mean, if it hasn't, then it'll be on there. So we'll see.
Well, so have you changed to ones that haven't won a tournament fight as opposed to ones that haven't been on tournament fights before? Or was that different?
That'll be different actually. So actually, never mind. I misspoke there. We're going to be doing ones that have never been on tournament fights. In the following week, we're doing our 100th episode that'll have 64 unique winners. So we're going to do one.
Okay.
A lot of my movies are going to never appear on the channel, right?
Yeah,
a lot of my movies are going to be in the first time appearances. My favorite movies.
Yeah. I've seen a little preview. Yeah. So yeah. But then we also have our most anticipated movies of 2023, and then on the 1st of January, we have it scheduled for January 6th. It's a Friday. We're doing Richie's championship episode. So that will be the 1st of January. And I'll even throw in one extra one. We're going to be starting our best movie of 2016 shortly after that. So that'll be coming up quicker than you think. So yeah, but that's a little preview of some things we have going on with the channel. So yeah, but I think that'll do it for us tonight. So, but thanks guys for sticking up for this late one. I know we did a bit of a late one tonight, but it was fun. So we'll see how Richie's championship episode goes. 16 of these movies will be there. So yeah, it'll be fun. So, but yeah, we'll do it for us tonight. So for JPO, for Ross, for Richie, for Austin, for the Wolfman, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.